Liam Rosenior is unqualified from start to finish. Now, of course, I didn't see the game, so this rant is just going to be about from what I've heard, because I didn't watch the game, because for one, for anybody that knows me, I have other responsibilities academically, and I'm not going to let because of Chelsea. I feel that and at least the players, they make money. I'm not making any money from this at all. Right? I'm not even making money overall. So they can have a mediocre game, they can have a mediocre performance, and they can get money. And I'm the one that's trying to make a start. So I didn't watch the game, but from start to finish, I saw the first leg. Big up to you, DJ Sav. Thank you for tuning in. I don't know if you want to join. You probably were at Stamford Bridge, so maybe you're not available right now. But Liam Rosenior is unqualified, from 100% unqualified. And you know, anybody that has seen my earlier streams, I've been a big advocate for, giving him time. And it's not me saying point blank that they should sack him, but I think as in right now. But right now, I don't feel convinced that he is the coach that we should depend on to lead the team in the direction that of course, you want to see the club go. And sadly, it breaks my heart to say that, because I really wanted us to not have to be going through managers like it's girls. And that's literally what it is right now. It's like every 18 months, we know the history of Chelsea. Any Chelsea fan who's an actual Chelsea fan, fair enough, DJ, I understand. But what I do know is this, and I don't want to lose my chain of thoughts. But one thing I've always known, Chelsea's history, it is entrenched, and it's just formulated with having coaches come and go. So it's like Chelsea fans, any vivid or avid Chelsea fan, they're going to be constantly used to, okay, this coach may not last longer, so let me not get attached to him as the coach, because he's not going to last longer than 18 months. And sadly, that is the reality that I don't see. I think the maximum is 18 months and the minimum is 3 months. And right now, we are in a situation where Rosenior has been at Chelsea for 3 months. He took over from Maresca, who left on January 1. He became the coach at whatever time in January, and now we're in March. So that not exactly 3 months, but you get my point. Almost 3 months. So Rosenior is simply not good enough. He is unqualified, and I'm not going to say he's a terrible coach, but he is unqualified, because I said this. I said this on this channel as well. You can go back and you can look at those streams. I said it with Maresca, with Rosenior, with anybody that he's going to be a successor, because I don't see Rosenior staying longer than the end of the season if Chelsea don't get Champions League qualification. Now, we could, of course, win a trophy still in the FA Cup, but that's wishful thinking as well. Because after the performance that I heard, after the result that I saw, I don't think I have any belief that Chelsea Football Club, in this structure, in this philosophy, within this foundation that is being set by the owners, the sporting directors, and the coach, I don't see Chelsea winning anything. And thank you very much, Joe. And this, you just did a tapping on me. Big up to you, coach. Thank you for tuning in. I was about to say this next as well, coach. And that's the thing. When I speak about Maresca, and I have to reference Maresca, it wasn't. I always reference the coaches before. My talk with any Chelsea fan that I speak to consistently, I've always said that there's an irony with Maresca and there's an irony with Rosenior. With Maresca, he was very cautious at times for my liking. But if you're a sensible person, you'll understand. Yeah, and I do understand that. Yeah, he's the least of the issues, and that's why I'm not saying he's a terrible coach. I think he has a lot of ideas. He has a lot of ideas. He knows what he wants to do. He's confident in his ability. He believes that he can do certain things. But the problem is he's unqualified. With a Maresca versus Rosenior, Maresca is going to be miles ahead of him, because Maresca at least had championship. I don't mean as in the EFL championship. I mean championship with City. He was the assistant, whether it was for a season or not. He was that you can learn a lot in 1 year. You can learn a lot in 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. That's the reality. But the problem is with Rosenior, if you look back at his coaching career, it's Hull City, Fulham, Strasbourg. I'm forgetting another one, I believe. Derby. So you have the, when you compare it, you look at the situations from an unbiased, a multi-dimensional view, not one-dimensional. You realize that with Rosenior has had a coaching career, and it's not his fault. I'm not saying that he should have been getting bigger jobs. And and that's the thing. And I feel as if what you said here, I don't know, and it's speculation. I don't want to make excuses for him, but at the same time, I said it earlier before you joined as well, coach, that the reality is I can't blame him. He didn't get him. He didn't say, give me the job. At least I don't think he did. The sporting directors, the owner said, okay, let us stick within the ecosystem. We have Blueco, Strasbourg. He understands what our demands are. And as you said, we don't have the proper equipment. We don't have the personnel, the human resources to do what he probably wants. Because I can see what he wants to do. And people that I've talked to, a good friend of mine and brother Jerry has told me as well, that the reality is the way in which we're playing the football and the movement of the ball and the patterns, it looks good. But at the same time, you're leaving yourself exposed. And that is the issue. It's not like we know the players. We have at least 9 good players who can do a lot tremendously. We scored goals. We kept coming back in that first leg when it was 2-1. So we have the ability to do things and to score goals. But the problem is you cannot. It's like you can't. What's it? You can't cut off. I don't know what the terminology is or the analogy, but you can't be spiting your face because, and that is why. One thing I would say that would make me believe Rosenior is unqualified, and I think people can agree with this, is the fact that he doesn't have that experience of being at a club where the demand is so aggressive. Yes, he was at a Hull City who they sacked him because of the way they finished, but the reality is he doesn't have that understanding of, okay, let us build from the defense going up. And Tuchel showed that, because Tuchel knows that we didn't have the greatest attack, yes, but he had to make do with what we had defensively. We had Silva, we had Rudiger, we had Zuma there as well. We had Tomori left the club before Tuchel came in. We had Christensen. I'm forgetting somebody else, and we had James and Aspie or whatever. But the thing is, he built from the defense and he was going up to the attack. And what did he say? I want to build a Chelsea team that nobody wants to play against. That's what Tuchel said. And the thing is, Rosenior said something similar in his first press conference when he joined Chelsea. But the problem is he's neglecting where the issues are. We can score goals. The problem is not that we can't score goals. The problem is you're neglecting the defense because you think offensively you're good enough. And you can't do that because defensively the team is not good enough. That is the problem, and it precedes him. It's not like he came here and it's a case where the problem started. We knew this. Maresca left Chelsea for one of those, and that was one of the reasons, because he wanted certain recruitment to come in, wanted a better goalkeeper, he wanted a better defense, and what they told him, no, let us work with what we have. And let us not rush the process, because it's a process. And people have said this online, and even Joe Cole has said it. We're 4 years into what they called a 5-year project, and after 4 years, it's more inconsistency or consistency in being inconsistent than being consistently consistent, and that is a problem. And as you said rightfully, he's not the biggest issue, but the problem is when you have these things happening, you cannot be spiting yourself. That is the issue. Let me see. The poor Italian asked for CBs in the summer because he could see what we couldn't at that time. And they rejected the demand. And then they blame him for leaving this. I mean, I'm sure you know my thoughts. Coach probably knows my thoughts. Anybody in that community knows my thoughts on Maresca. I've always said this, and I've never been two-faced. I've always been consistent in this. My problem with Maresca was that I think he was complaining publicly too much. I'm not saying you shouldn't complain, but you don't come out and say you don't want to be you don't want to be what's the terminology? My mind is all over the place right now. You don't want to be what's it called? Broadcasting. I don't know. I don't remember the term. You don't want to be displaying your dirty laundry. You don't want to be showcasing it and putting it out there for the whole world to see. But I agree with you here. He asked before it because you know what he said. You know what? You want us to do this in probably 5 years because you give me a 5-year contract. But no, I believe that if we improve in the defense, we can probably challenge for the league this season. And he wanted that because you won the Club World Cup, and the stance is that because we've won the Club World Cup, okay, the team is good enough because we won with these players. But the problem is you're looking at face value, and I don't like looking at things from face value and hypotheticals. I hate hypotheticals. I don't like it. But the reality is the problems are very clear to see. It's not like Maresca was this genius that saw everything that nobody else could ever see. Every Chelsea fan knows that he even preceded him because Pochettino had the same issue. The defense was inconsistent. We battled getting top 4 because of the defensive players that we had. So it's not like it's because when Maresca came in, we had this problem for years. For years. Silva left, and Silva was the only stability that we had that can lead the team. Then we had, of course, Rudiger who was there as well. We had Christensen who left as well. Zuma was there, but Zuma was left because his ball play was not good enough in the eyes of the coach that was there at the time. But the problem is it's like we have centre backs who probably deserve opportunities, but at the same time, the fear is that they're not ready because they're too young. But my argument has always been this: how do people get experiences if they don't get experience? It makes no sense. You cannot become experienced if you don't get the opportunity to have your mistakes, to make errors. You will. The only way that you can learn effectively is by getting the chance to make mistakes in football. And of course, when you make a mistake in football, it can be costly, yes. But you cannot expect that players that are young are going to get experience if they don't get the game time. And you cannot, and good experience as well, positive experience. Because if you have negative experience, then how can you help a team to get out of that slippery slope or going down that slippery slope? It makes no sense. It really doesn't. What is Jay saying here? And I think DJ said something. I'm going to go back to that. I mean, if it's clear to him that we won't give you CBX, then why wouldn't he make noise and leave? Okay. The thing is, I get what you're saying. I just believe that the thing is, there's a right and wrong way to do things. I think there's a right and wrong way to. He realized. I'm not saying that he shouldn't have left because I made a whole video about if Maresca should leave, and I said it in that video as well that I would be a hypocrite for saying that if you don't feel satisfied or in a relationship that you think is toxic and it was becoming toxic, I'm not going to encourage anybody to remain in that relationship, no matter what it is. But my point is, you don't put it out there publicly because the main thing is going to be that you're trying to embarrass the next party by doing that. So yes, leave. Let it come out that okay, this is why you left, and it was no secret. But to say that after you win a game, you're going to say it's been the worst 48 hours. Yeah, and that's why I'm saying it. But I get what you're saying. I just don't think he should have. I'm not saying he shouldn't have left, but don't make noise. You can leave peacefully. Be the bigger person because it's not like Chelsea fans weren't complaining about the owners. We had the protest for a reason. But the problem is coming out and saying that, this is the case and it's been a worst. You don't need to say that. Leave the club. Tell the club that this has been the worst experience. You don't need to be saying it after a win. If you were losing, then you'd say, I don't understand. But you're winning a game, you've won a match, and then you're going to say that it's been the worst 48 hours. Nobody at the club has been supporting us, yada, yada, yada. But let me see what DJ said up here before I come back. So the owners are the serious issues. We're so happy they were there tonight. Bowley and Egbali witnessed fans leaving after 62 minutes into the second half. This will continue to happen. I mean, but the thing is, and I'm going to have to give Coach credit for this. The thing is, they're billionaires. So a couple of fans, I mean, unless I don't understand the concept, even if you leave a game, the revenue has already come in. You've already paid for the tickets. If you're a season ticket holder, you've already spent for the season. So whether or not they leave, that's not going to matter to them because the revenue, even though it's small percentage of the the match day funds and all the revenue. It may be small, but they're still making money. So fans can leave. They don't care because they've already paid for the tickets. They've already paid to watch the game. So if they leave the match before the game has ended, that doesn't matter. Unless they're gonna give refunds to the fans that leave, it doesn't matter to them. They're making money, and that is why I'm saying that protesting does nothing to them. People have this preconceived notion that if you leave a match, if you protest and say that I'm dissatisfied, that's going to say that, oh my gosh, you know that we have thousands of fans who are dissatisfied with us. They don't care, because I'm telling you, many billionaires have gone through an experience where people told them that they're not good enough, what they're doing makes no sense. So whether or not you believe in what they're doing, they don't care, because whether it's right or wrong, their perception is that, okay, I'm a billionaire because people told me that I can't do this, or my approach to this was wrong. So if fans are telling them that their approach is wrong, they're not going to care, because they're still making money from investing in the club. Dividends, you're getting money for investing in the club, and they're investing in the club. Whether or not the investment has been beneficial to the club long term, that's the next question. But nobody can argue that they're not investing in the club, because they are. It's just that the personnel, the resources, whatever they're putting into the club, it's not benefiting the club from that point of view. So that is the situation. But as you said, DJ, he's not the worst, or he's not the biggest issue. And I said it, I'm not going to blame him, but he is unqualified. He is to be blamed, because I think it is rational thinking for you to realize that when you're losing a tie by 3 goals, you don't have a man-to-man approach. But the thing is, Jade, and this is where we disagree. I agree that there's no peaceful way and all that. But I don't think that he wasn't sacked. He wasn't sacked. He left by mutual consent. They didn't sack him. When he sacked someone, that means you fire them. And if he left, he wasn't sacked, because the definition of being sacked means that you were relieved of your duties because of a lack of performance or poor performances. So he wasn't sacked in my eyes. That is where we disagree in terms of that. So I get what you mean about there's no peaceful or respectful way, but there is a respectful way. It's just that it's not a common practice. You can say to the owners, you can say to the sporting directors, you can say to the hierarchy, the administrative aspect of the club, that I don't believe that we should continue. I believe that you are not respecting my wishes, and whether or not they agree with that stance or not, that is up to them. You've made your point of view known. So you can leave a club respectfully and peacefully. It's just a case where, because you're not getting your way, you decide that, okay, let us make it be public, because this is the situation that's going on behind the scenes. I have never agreed with letting what's going on behind the scenes be known. That is between you and the club. Why does the media have to know that, okay, that you told them that you want a goalkeeper and they told you that, oh, we have these that's not necessary. That is what I'm saying. There's no privacy anymore. The social media has made publicity such a big thing. You don't need to be doing that, in my opinion. So there is a peaceful and respectful way. You can say that I don't believe that this relationship or this partnership or this sort of agreement is going to work, because I believe that we could have done better and you did not respect my wishes. So therefore, I believe that I should leave. So I believe there is a respectful way. It's just not a way that is commonly practiced. So it does not, because something isn't common means that it's not possible. It is. It's just that people are just used to the toxicity. When a coach leaves a club, it has to be toxic, and it doesn't have to be. But because people want to ensure that they save their self, their character is preserved, their reputation is saved, we see briefings and all that. But anyways, I get what you're saying, and I mean, the way he left, he won't kill his CV, because he won the Conference League. Whether or not people like it or not, he won trophies. There's 2 trophies. He won what was in front of him. The only thing he didn't win was the FA Cup, the Champions League, because he wasn't in the Champions League, the Europa League, the league, and the Carabao Cup. But he won the things that were readily available to win, whether or not he earned it or not. Anyways, but I want to bring up the quotes that Rosenior which is something stupid. And this is my frustration with Rosenior, man. Why do you have to say some things, man? And that's one thing I miss about Maresca. Maresca always, to me, I feel like Maresca was always hiding his full thoughts, and that's good. But the reality is, I think Rosenior has to have an answer to everything, and that is not necessary. That is my problem with him. Is that we have to have some understanding, or we have to release information as to why this is the case. So I'm going to share everything that he said, because I don't plan to stream for long. This was just supposed to be a rant. And the thing is, based on those who were in the chat, it kind of calmed me down. I didn't get to rant the way I wish I wanted to get my frustration out. But let me go down to this. Where is it? I'm trying to find the okay, so let me go back down to where he started talking. Where is it? No, that's not it. So Liam Rosenior, a tough night. We knew it was a tough ask. And no. I don't agree with that. We knew it was a tough ask, and to start the game in the manner that we did, we had the ball in the final third. You can't make mistakes at this level. Okay, they were clinical. The third goal ball, but a lot of shots, they didn't make mistakes. I want to thank the fans because they saw how hard the lads worked. He's a very good player, but we missed our two starting right backs. There are times when you have to put players in and you have to trust them. It took the wind out of our sails. Liam Rosenior and Trevor Chalobah. I asked the medical team. He's got a high ankle sprain, so I'm praying it's nothing too serious, because we can't lose another defender. When you go through a difficult run, you have to make sure your habits are right. We have a really difficult game at Everton, and we have to be at our best to get a result there. Chelsea have now lost 4 consecutive Champions League knockout games for the first time in the club's history. Wow. I don't know. There are 8 games left on the FA Cup. There's a World Cup, and then we'll see. Okay, that's an Enzo Fernandez. But yeah, I mean, fair enough. But yeah, Rosenior is unqualified. I don't understand why he approached the game he did. As I said, I didn't watch the game. I'm going to have to watch the game. I might fume looking at the game and saying, why did he do this instead of opposed to this? But thank you to those who tuned in. I think I probably should have shared the link. I haven't gone on X to see if anybody had asked for the link either. So I just wanted to get my thoughts out. Typically, when I do these streams, I let other people join and give their thoughts, because Chelsea Sessions is supposed to be a channel where we give the audience, or we give those who are a part of the panelist group in whatever community it is, to share their thoughts, and I'm just the facilitator for a lot of people to do that. But I just wanted to get my thoughts out, because I've been trying to be reasonable about it. But I don't know. So if anybody wants to join, then fine. But I have nothing else to say. If anybody else wants to share their thoughts, fantastic. I'll send out the link. I have no problem doing that. But I know for a fact that after everything that I have said, I have nothing else to say. I'm absolutely pissed, very, very upset, very frustrated that this is the outcome. But it was a tough ask, really was. So if anybody else, and if you have any question for me, then fine, I'll answer that. But I have nothing else to say. I've been talking for 23 minutes. I have nothing else to say on that side of things. But thank you to those who tune in. Jay, DJ Sav, Coach. I don't remember anybody else. Thank you guys so much. And probably if I stream longer, maybe other people would come in, but I don't have the time to be speaking in circles. So yeah. But big up to you, Jay. Appreciate you being here from the beginning. Thank you very much. I don't know if you have anything else you want to say, but I have nothing else to say. I have a headache now. Anyways, so I'm just gonna give it a little while longer. We have Everton on the weekend. Right now, I made the decision last year, and I went back on it because I said, you know what, I'm a Chelsea fan, so let me just, every Chelsea fan has a toxic relationship with the club. Sometimes you hate the club, sometimes you hate to love the club, and sometimes you just don't want to love to hate the club. So, um, but the women's team, there's inconsistency there. They may not win the WSL this year, but they've won a trophy, so that is the positive side. So, but yeah, you are devoting, my brother. Timmy Turner, big up to you. Um, I don't know, man. I just all right. Big up to you, Jay, once more for tuning in. As I said, right now I'm trying not to. Should I say these things on YouTube? I don't think so. Uh yeah, I know it is. Don't worry, I just didn't want to reveal that you're using another account, but I know it is. I know it is. I know it is. I know who it is. Yeah. Do you have anything else you want to talk about, Timmy Turner or Jesus is King? I have nothing else to say though. My head is pounding now. Um, Chelsea 2, PSG 8, that on aggregate at least. But yeah, thank you very much for tuning in to everybody. Maybe people watch this after. Um, yeah, it was expected, mighty. Everybody, I don't know what's going on. Everybody's tuning in. Yeah, big up to you, Jay. Thank you. Everybody, what I don't like, why is this? Oh my gosh. Oh my bro. Okay, I'll send a link. You can come on Shangs or Mighty, I should say. Bro, every time I'm about to end the stream, people tuning. It's like you guys tie me to perfection. But come on, you can give your thoughts. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise. I just know I won't be able to talk. So there's a link. So if you want to tune in, you can tune in. I need to get some water though. So if you tune in, Mighty, just know that you'll have to talk, and I'll just step away for a bit because I need to get something to hydrate myself. I've been ah wow, I can't believe this, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, like all right, big up to you, Mighty. Uh Go ahead, have your rant, have your talk. Be negative. Don't worry about people saying that you're being very negative. This is the time when you can be negative. So welcome. I'm gonna step away, but you can speak.
Big up Ty, first of all. I just I don't understand. I watched the first half and then I came back, tried to watch the second half, and then I couldn't do it. I couldn't watch that team down there today. Honestly, like what the hell, man? Like what was that? Palmer, useless. Done nothing again, and nobody calls him out. Nobody calls him out. Neto, you know how I feel about Neto. Done nothing. He done nothing today. Just running around. It was like watching. I don't even know what to compare him to. He's so bad, terrible, man. Head down, gets the ball, passes back. There's just use. He can't even dribble past anyone. He can't even beat his man. 1v1. He can't beat his man. Useless, man. And the defending. Oh my God. What happened? I don't know. What happened? We were good up until Arsenal. We started to play Arsenal, and everything went down the drain. It's unrecognizable. This is not the same team. Remember the Barcelona game? This is not the same team. I know we're missing some players. Estavao, for instance, but it's not the same team. I think they gave up. They saw the 5-2 aggregate, and they gave up. I think it was just the wrong mentality to begin with. Like the approach to the game was just negative. They were not. Their heads were not in the game. Everyone just lethargic, just lackluster, just leggy. Enzo just leggy, leg here, leg there, just dragging himself. João Pedro just falling, just they touch him, he's falling over. Just paper thin back, just trash, just trying to scam a penalty. Every freaking time I watch him, his feet, he's on, he's on the ground. Nobody, no, he can't hold up. His hold up play was getting better, but when it comes to playing against bigger teams, it's just push him, just push him over, and you got the ball. It's easy to dispossess. He doesn't put up a fight. Oh
Test,
man,
test. Hello. Hello.
Wow. I feel, you know what? If um I don't even know what to say, man. I'm all over the place. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's a pleasure to have you on, TB Turner, as your name suggests. I don't know what was special about today, but thank you very much for tuning in. Are you there? Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Can you hear me, Mighty?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Are you not hearing me?
Wait.
Hello.
Um. Wait. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Tyron, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Cause okay. Look, I obviously didn't watch the game because I knew we were not going to win, and I felt to watch the game will feel like a waste of 90 minutes of my life. And from the looks of things, I think Rosena might be sacked. It looks like he's heading down that path. Unfortunately, I didn't want Moresca to leave, but Moresca decided to leave. He was not sacked. He quit. But that's just
Yeah.
the past. But to see Rosenia, you see, the thing is, I can't even crash it out on Rosenia because if I was in his shoes, I would accept the Chelsea job. But the thing is, you do not qualify for Champions League and then you win Club World Cup, make all this money, and you buy what an albino fridge, and you give him the number 9. You buy an Argentine Tasmanian Devil, give him the number 49 shirt, and then you go to Germany and bring some dancing fit kid with some football IQ and lacks confidence, and then tell the coach to work magic with it. And then you on top, he has to deal with Tosin, he has to deal with Badia Shelley, he has to deal with an erratic Fofana, he has to now deal with Sanchez and what what's that guy's name? The other goalkeeper, what's his name?
Jurgensen.
Jorgensen or something. He has to deal with that trash too. Like any coach who steps into this job is bound to fail. That is the thing. They are bound to fail. So me personally, I feel sorry for Rosenia. I felt the the call up was too quick. I felt he needed a couple of years at Strasbourg and all that. But looking at how results are going, unless he goes on an impressive run, that will make Chelsea, because this 8-2 scoreline, it will be soon forgotten by Chelsea fans. Easily, easily. It will soon be forgotten
You
by
think
Chelsea
so?
fans. Oh yeah.
I don't think
Chel-
so. We'll never forget
Chelsea,
this. Never.
Chelsea fans are fickle. Why do I say that? So have you noticed how we've not beaten Man City since we won the UEFA Champions League? They have been disgracing us ever since. Every time we meet them, we lose to them. Every time we meet them, we lose to them. Every time we meet them, we lose to them. You see, this is a result we will remember as in but still we still beat them in the final. That's what matters. That's what we are going to say. As much as Arsenal keeps on disgracing us, we still look at them like they are beneath us. So me personally, looking at the Chelsea fan base as a whole, this result they will cry about it for like a week, or as long as he's here, they'll cry about it. But in a couple of months, they will be dead. Why? Because there will be new hurdles to now crash out about. It's either we could be fighting for sixth place, or we could comfortably be in the fourth place. So me personally, I look at this results and I'm like, it will pass away. It will pass away. We have been disgraced before. Yes, we remember them, but we don't like to remember them. And I think this is going to be one of those days, one of those results. I feel sorry for Rosenior, to be honest, because I do believe he will be sacked. I do believe he'll be sacked. Unless we go on a crazy run. Unless we go on some crazy run. Because now the game against Everton is a must win. Then the next game against United, you dare not lose to United. If he loses to United, he will be crucified. He will be crucified. If he loses to United, he will be crucified. Then
We
Man
will.
City, I'm listening.
I think we will lose to them. I think we
To
we
which
will
team?
lose to United. Man United. I think they will smash us.
I doubt that, but
I
we'll wait and see.
I think Everton will be a draw, and United will smash us. That's my prediction. And I'm not being
Mm.
emotional. I'm being rational. I
Wally,
didn't really
Wally,
finish
Wally,
watching the game.
you are being emotional. You are
You are
being
you
emotional
are being
because
emotional.
yeah, because your stance is driven by this result, so you are being
By this
emotional. So
result. That is the thing.
yeah,
No,
so it's and that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not
No,
nothing's
it's
wrong with you being
understandable.
because
It's
everything is
understandable.
emotional. Yeah, it's understandable, but you are people.
Yeah.
but no.
No, but me, I personally don't think we will lose to those. I don't respect that team. I don't care what they are doing. I don't. Oh no,
I feel like
I'm an
both
African.
both sides is emotion. It's both are on emotion. But it's about what you
Yeah.
feel. You don't think it's gonna happen.
Is
So yeah.
yeah. No. There's a possibility it can happen. Oh, come on. All
Mhm.
we need,
You
all we
remember?
need to do is to make sure that Robert Sanchez makes a mistake, or Fana does something silly. That's
In
all
the
it
caught
is.
up in the first game. Look at the first game.
Yeah. You see, so what you see, for us to lose, we will have to make the mistake. It will not be from a place of they took the ball and they ran through us and they made it. We will have to make a mistake. And
So,
the funny thing
so
is, teams have learned to count on that. Chelsea will make
mhm.
a mistake. Just let them have the ball.
Where? Okay, let me ask you this, Timmy. Where are the goals coming from?
We'll find a way.
Give me an
No,
answer. Like
against who? Against who?
that's just
Against which
hypothetical.
team? Against which team?
The next two games, we have
Oh,
Everton and United. Who?
to-
Where are the goals coming
Bro,
from?
crazy stuff
Who's
happening.
scoring
But it's
goals?
possible. It's.
uh,
I mean. I don't see. The thing is, goals come from the most unexpected places. And
yes.
did something happen to Enzo Fernandez?
Well, I don't know. I didn't want the PSG
Because
goal. I told you that I
you do
didn't
have
want.
players who can score. You know, we do have players who can score. We can score from an occasion. We can score from a corner kick. We can score from a cross into the box, a tap in.
We will
So
score
it's not
goals. We
like we
will
can't.
score goals.
No,
We
I'm
can
saying
score goals.
we
Big
could.
Allen, big up to you. I don't know who this is, but big up.
Like I know the goals will come. Goals happen. But who are you looking at that right now in this team? And you're saying
Those who have been
guaranteed
scoring all season, they are the ones I have to look at.
I mean, unless Joe Pedro been injured.
he's not gonna score that many goals. He's
What
done.
makes you think so?
I think his season is done for me with
Wait, wait, wait,
not João
wait.
Pedro.
Are you
Wait,
speaking just because
hold
we
on. What's
haven't
the
won a
groans?
game
What's the
today?
groans of that? You can't just say that. I need to know why because I didn't watch the
Yeah,
game. So
I'm
what's the
I am
reason for that?
very surprised.
Did you say João Pedro or Neto?
João Pedro.
Drop it,
João
not
Pedro has
Pedro
maybe
Neto. Come on,
Neto. Pedro,
come on.
if you're talking about Neto, for me, he has no more goals
No,
left.
João Pedro, as in
No, João
The
Pedro.
Brazilian
I said the
talisman.
Brazilian.
Okay, João Pedro. João Pedro, he probably has 4 goals in him. Four more goals until the end of the season, and he's done.
Which is good enough. Which is good enough for me, to be honest. Because
We have,
No,
we have.
this
no, we
season is
need
now.
more. We need more.
It's not
Yeah,
good
we
enough.
need more, but from him, you can't just be on him though, because even when we had talisman before, it wasn't just on him. You had Lampards and people who could score goals too. So you can't just be João Pedro. That's too much to put on him when we know that
Yes.
it is now about damage limitation. That is what it is right now. Damage
And
limitation
the
for the rest of the season.
reality is those that we do not expect water from, we have to force them to find a way to grant us water. I.e.
Okay.
number 49,
I'm
i.e. number 7, i.e. number 11. These are people we do not expect water from. But at this moment in time, if they do not find a way to gather their saliva and give us water, we will not make hero.
I think there is no, maybe there is water where you want it to be, but for me the well is dry. There's no water to fetch, in my opinion.
Look.
There's no more water
Just
in there.
yeah.
You
Look,
can
I
go and
get
tell
you.
them. You can go and tell them to give you water and fetch water, but there's no water in there.
The thing is, in a way, too, I don't even blame them. I blame those who brought them in.
And one more
That's
thing,
the
let me
thing. I don't
mention
even
one thing.
blame them. Like
Hey,
if
hold
you
on,
are
wait,
trash, if
hold on. We need to have a structure. What he's talking about over it. Hold on.
uh,
Did you guys see how the goals how PSG operated today? Did you
No.
see
I
where the
didn't
No, I
goals
watch
are
the
didn't see
game.
coming
I
from?
didn't watch the game. I didn't watch
I
the
didn't
game
watch
because
the
I had a
game.
class.
Okay, how
No.
about the first leg? The first leg, right? You
Oh,
guys watched the first leg,
I
right?
Yeah, I
I
saw
I
the
watched
first
I
leg, and
watched
I had a whole
two.
watch along stream, and I was fuming
I
because I saw
yeah,
how exposed it's like, I'm gonna use something
it was
that's very
so
graphic, but I
exposed.
have to use it. It's the best it's the best analogy I can think of. It's like a virgin girl who's just ready to give everything to a guy, just
Yes,
wide open,
yes,
just wide
yes,
open,
yes,
just wide
That's
open,
yes.
that's a
just ready
crazy
to just
analogy.
take
No, it's
everything that was
true.
coming.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
Crazy analogy.
That is
It's
exactly
true
what
because
happened.
it's like we were so excited to have this opportunity. So we just let them just have their way with us. Literally, that was the case.
It is
It was
like
a
it
spanking.
was yes. It was like a virgin girl who has gotten drunk for the first time and is ready to lose it.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
I watch our pressing. We were pressed and I was like, why are we pressing PSG like that? Our pressing was so poor. We were not tight marking them. There were times at the Parc de France, they were having the ball and I could see gaps on in the middle of the field. And I'm like, how are we allowing PSG field this free? Because the 2 goals we conceded, it was as a result of their mistake. And at 2-2, I would have been okay. But with the moment I saw Philip Jorgensen do that mistake, I turned my phone off because I was streaming the game on my phone. I turned it off. I was like, I'm not going to sit down through this bullshit.
So
And
you're
right,
saying that. Okay, let me go on and say this. So you're saying that the pressing. Whose fault is it? Would you say it's the
oh, it's the
players
coach. It's
or
the coach.
Rosenior?
It's
Okay,
the coach.
if that's so, if the problem is on the coach, now tell me how it was effective against Aston Villa, because we
Because we
did the
didn't
same
press like
exact
that.
thing.
Huh?
It was the same
Aston Villa.
exact thing.
See,
We
Aston Villa.
pressed Aston Villa high, and they also pressed us. They pressed us high, and we pressed them high.
But
I get what
was
Mighty
the
is saying,
intensity?
and I slightly agree with that. I slightly
Wait,
agree with it.
We
It wasn't the
pressed
same thing.
was the press?
we pressed
Was
a
the
lot of
pressing
teams this season.
intense? No, was it intense? The intensity
Yes, it
levels
was. No,
were
the
different.
thing is,
It's now well, if it's
the
not
thing. All right.
intense, then it comes down to the players, the intensity. It's the player not giving enough.
Intensity.
If you say it's the
Because
intensity, if you say
If I
the
can just
press is
add
not,
something,
it's not.
if I can add something, the thing is, I'm a person that is, I'm very avid about mentioning this. I don't like hypotheticals, which is why I don't speak about the hypothetical parts. But when you look this, you have to mention this. If Aston Villa were as clinical as PSG were in the 2 legs, Chelsea see one out of one against Aston Villa, which is why when they won 4-1, or was it 4-1? Whatever the scoreline was, I wasn't pleased. I was saying that yeah, we won, but it was down to the fact that, and that's the irony. They didn't take their chances, but we did. Whilst when we did have those small opportunities, we didn't take them either. And we took the first two against them in the first leg. Of course, 1-1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, and after that we just went into a state of collapse. It's like we forgot how to defend it, and it was the same thing against Newcastle. The only problem is that Newcastle did not score any more goals than one goal, but it was from the high line, the mistakes, and giving them the opportunity to come in behind. And that is why, and I don't want to mention Morriscott so many times in the stream because he's the past and I like to look forward. But this is this is
Let him
this is
finish.
this is
Let him
one
finish.
thing.
Let him finish.
This is one thing, and you know this because we've had phone calls before, and I've told you what my problem was with him. So it's not. I've always given him his flowers. I've always said that he knows how to be calculative with his risk taking. And at first, I thought Rosenior was like that. The first you saw that when he said that, look very happy and all of that. So you know my stance on that. But my thing with Maresca is that I believe that he was too cautious. That was my opinion. He was cautious, yes, which you needed to be because you don't have the defensive strength that you need. But when the team is there for the taking, take some risk, not take risk galore like this coach is the irony. So we went from somebody that was too cautious in my eyes to someone that takes too much risk and trying to have a front foot approach. You cannot be having a front foot approach against a team when you are you're losing by a 3-goal margin on aggregate and overall. And then and that's what I'm saying. I don't understand the logic because against Arsenal in the Carabao Cup semi-final, we were losing by 1 goal and he was so cautious. So I'm saying, how can you be cautious against an Arsenal team when you're losing by 1 goal, and then against a PSG when the aggregate shows that you're losing by a 3-goal margin? How are you going to be going all guns blazing, full attack, going at them and saying pre-game that we're gonna go man to man with them, and we're gonna try to do this, we're gonna try to do that? Is stupidness, and that is why I'm saying that for a person, that is where lack of experience and lack of critical thinking comes into play, because you don't need to be qualified to know. Any average sensible football fan should be able to know that when you're losing by a 3-goal, even before that, when it's a case where you're starting to realize that the team is getting beyond you, you don't continue with the same pattern of play. You don't try to open up yourself the exact same. That is, and you give a better analogy, Timmy Turner, as you have right there, because at the end of the day, the biggest thing I've realized, and that is why I've always said that he is reactive, and people said he was proactive in the beginning. He was reactive because he picked up on certain things, but at the same time, I think one of the things that work against him is the fact that he came in mid-season. He didn't have a preseason, so at the same time, he's trying to understand the players. So he's going about it the wrong way, because when you're trying to understand the players, you don't put them in high stress or high pressing or high pressurizing situation where the weaknesses are going to be exposed. And that is why I've always said I respected Maresca for that, because he saw the cracks that these are the issues that these players had, and he tried to protect it. And because of that, I think the owners had this perception that, we won the Club World Cup, we won the Conference League with these players, so why would we need to improve? Because they were able to win 2 trophies. So they're looking at face value, but they're not looking at it overall to say that, okay, there are problems under the surface that are being covered with a piece of tape, and that's it. And I've always used this analogy. It's like the cracks are there, and it's like you put some tape over it or something, or you put some cement or whatever on it, or something temporary.
Yeah,
but you're supposed to find something that, but because the crack is there and it's not being addressed, slowly the foundation is being eaten away, and overall the foundation is going to crack, and then the whole building is going to collapse, and the infrastructure will just collapse. And that is the problem with these owners. Now, I know I've said a lot. I just wanted to add that 2 cents in, because I end up prolonging the stream. I know I have more things to say. Thank you very much for tuning in. Continue, guys.
I just wanted to mention. You said Maresca was being too cautious, right? You know, I think I know why, and today it's been exposed why he was being too cautious. Why
Exactly.
he was covering for these players and kind of protecting them. He was protecting them, and today it happened. It's been unveiled. You know, all this time, you know, the conference the conference run, you know, playing all these small crap teams, and we were winning, beating all of them. And what he was doing was, in the way I see it, is he was playing to every player's limitation. So he knew Gusto couldn't cross, and he going offensively, he's not good, and he saw that the center backs are not at the level they should be. So I think he tweaked his entire approach to fit these players. And really, if you ask me, you know, it's pretty smart, because if you try and expose them, you end up you losing, like the way we lost today, 8 aggregate, 8-2 aggregate. And yeah, I just wanted to add that. It's the fact that we have a lot of crap players. Really, just we say, oh, they're good, they're this, they're that, they're trash. We just say that just to maybe rival the to banter the rivals, or just to protect them, because we're, you know, they're our players. But if you look into it deeply, they're average. Oh, these are really average players. Palma, Estevao, what else is there? And Caicedo. Really,
And
everyone
Rich
else is
James.
just.
And Rich James.
Rich James is too injury prone, and he's very good, top player. But it's just he's not
Rich James
reliable.
is world class. He's world class. For me, he's
Yeah,
world class.
but you can also add Rich James on there. You know, fourth player, and that's 4 out of 11.
The rest
You know,
are
I'm looking
trash. For me, the rest
everything.
are all
All the
trash.
rest are crap. And you know, today it's been exposed. The first leg against PSG, we played. We tried to do the same approach against we did against Villa. They panicked. The occasion was too big for them. They're like, oh my god, this team's too good. They're passing so accurately. Oh look, they just, you know what I mean, they pass through our center half. So efficient, so effective the way PSG play. And if you saw how they scored their goals in the first leg, it was from every side. They scored from the middle,
Yeah.
both flanks. All the attackers scored. And you can say, oh yeah, today, oh my god, Dembele is gonna score. Desiree Doué is gonna score. The other guy that looks like Mbappe will score. Like, they have goal scorers. They have players who are just direct and goal hungry. What do we
Because
have?
of their recruitment. Because of their recruitment. It comes
Because
down
of the
to recruitment.
recruitment and the fact that these players are really, like, these are the right players. They're just the correct profile
Because
of
of why? Because there is a sporting director who knows, who understands how the coach system works and knows the players he needs. Vitinha was in the English Premier League playing for Wolves. Nobody wanted him. But now every team in the world will bite PSG's finger for him. Fabian Ruiz was in Napoli. Nobody knew of him. Nobody really rated him. But then Luis Campos was the one who spotted him and said, you know what, you'll be good for us. All this boils down to the recruitment structure. Paul Winstanley and what's that guy's name? The other person's name?
just call him.
Lawrence. They need
Yeah,
to
just
leave.
call him. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, those two. I don't want to use a filthy word
Call them
because
what you
we are
need to
on
call them.
stream.
Really, they're deserving.
Yeah,
Really, whatever you call them, they deserve it.
seriously, like those two need to leave. And for me, because for me, I'm looking at the way things are going. Chelsea would definitely make Champions League because at the moment, Rosenior right now has no excuse. Now you have 6 7 days to train. At this moment, from now on, you have 6 7 days to train. So now you have more time with the players. So we will expect to see something different because he said he's teaching the players how to press differently. All that, I'm fine. It's cool. I will never crash it out on him because it's not his fault he's here.
It's not.
It's not. So
He,
I will not
he
crash it
should
out
never
on him.
be here. He should never be here.
But he needs to make sure that Chelsea makes that top five because I do believe that Aston Villa will fall off. I do believe they'll fall off. So
They
he
have been falling
has
off. They have literally been falling off, or we just don't take advantage. We don't take advantage.
Mm,
Even Liverpool are
but the,
falling off. We're not taking advantage.
yes, but with Liverpool's case too, it's serious. So like sometimes when I watched the Tottenham
Oh,
Liverpool game, I was like, how, how? But theirs is also another case. No, it's serious. Like they were that bad. I don't lie. They were that bad. Like they
who
were
was
that bad.
that bad?
The Liverpool Spurs game. They made Spurs feel alive.
Oh, no. Who you're saying was that bad? I'm not sure which one you're saying was that bad. Both teams or what?
Um, the Liverpool. No, I was surprised
Oh,
against. Okay, let's just caveat a little against Spurs versus Liverpool. I saw a Spurs I had not seen like for like their sixth, seventh match. I never seen that Spurs. They were so organized. I was like, hey, like I'm
yeah,
Ghanaian and the entire time I
yeah.
was watching the stream, I was like, hey, Crawford Weepan. Like they have, I knew in my heart that they were not losing that game. I knew in my heart they were not losing that game. Because Liverpool too has this complacency in them. I've noticed it in their players. They have this complacency, especially in Van Dijk. Like, yeah, like he feels he's him. So sometimes he can be very lackadaisical. So I knew Liverpool were not. But at the moment, Chelsea has 7 days to train, just like United, just like Man City. Aston Villa are still playing Europe. Liverpool will probably win their game tomorrow, which I hope they don't, but they will win and they will still be in Europe. They will face PSG. That as for that one, they will lose it. But at this moment, Rosenior has what 6, 7 days to train. That means he has no option than to improve the team, whether we like it or not. If he does not, he will be sacked. That is the truth. Because I am looking at Rosenior, the way things are going. He there is a huge chance he will be sacked. There is a huge chance. And note this: there are a lot of this is for the first time in a long time. There are a lot of coaches available for the first time in a long time. Glasner, Iraola, these are two coaches I never want to hear them associated with Chelsea. I think they are not good enough. Who is available? De Zerbi. De Zerbi is one coach I would like to have, but I know in 2 years' time he'll be out of here because of his personality. Felipe Luis, for me, is a coach I do believe we should go for if Rosenior leaves, because I have that feeling he's up there with Cesc Fabregas in terms of the next phases of coaches that will change the landscape of football. I do believe Felipe Luis and Cesc Fabregas and Vincent Company to a point. I think they are the ones who will spearhead the next generation of football. Then there's which other coach will be available? I don't know. I think Izerbi, Felipe Luis, Raiola, Glasner, Klopp will never come to Chelsea. So these are the only coaches we can pick from. So definitely they will be
But I
looking at
think that's
these
forgetting
coaches.
something though. But go on.
I'm forgetting what.
There's you mentioned the thing is, and unless you're going with hopeful thinking that they could go for a Fabregas, yes, or something, but the coaches
Fabregas will
that
not come.
they're
Fabregas will
looking,
not come.
as I said, they could go for it. I didn't say he's gonna come. They can go for him,
I would,
yes.
I would
That
love for
doesn't
him
mean
to
that he
come.
will come, but they also need a coach who's going to be compliant with the demands that they have, the structure in which they have. The only way that Chelsea can improve in terms of having stability is if they allow a bit more autonomy, but they're not going to do that because that level of autonomy is something that they're trying to they're trying to revolutionize that aspect where a coach is just the coach. They don't deal with recruitment. And I mean, one thing, and I did have this thing when I spoke about it. So the whole thing with Maresca and the reason why he left, a part of me saying that, yeah, you can, but that was not your job though. They made it clear that you're a head coach. A head coach is
Yes,
different from a manager. So
yes,
so you can complain and say, yeah, they were giving me this. I can understand that. But at the same time, you are a head coach. A head coach and manager are two different things. A head coach deals with the underfield activities, the tactics, all of that. Manager now deals with recruitment and deciding on who should be signed. That was not your jurisdiction. You were trying to get responsibilities
yes.
that
he
That for
was he
me,
was
that
the
was
reason why
not
he
your
was able to
responsibility.
start to catch him. The reason why he was able to do that was because he felt he had won trophies and he felt he has proved
Precisely.
himself worthy to sit at the table.
Yeah.
And the Chelsea sporting directors too feel as if it was not for us, you would not feel that way. You understand?
Right.
And
And
I do
that's the thing.
believe,
That's the thing.
yes, and I do believe that Maresca is the coach. If you don't give him, if he gives you a name and you do not get that name, any person you bring, he will not use, he will not trust. Remember, Enzo Maresca wanted Calafiori. He didn't want any other person. We did not get him Calafiori, we got him Vega. He never used Vega. Though I do believe Vega was a quality signing asset whom we could have groomed and become very, very
Vega kind of burned bridges too.
yeah,
It
Vega,
was not
Vega.
that good. It was not that good. It was a reckless player.
But
Just
he barely
reckless.
played, so how can you even make that conclusion? He barely played. What?
No, I've seen
No,
his highlights. You should have seen
Highlights?
uh,
it.
No, you can't watch highlights. Highlights is where
No,
we have the problem we have with Neto. No, don't do that.
and
no,
number 49.
Neto,
Have you
Neto's
watched number
different.
49's highlight? Have you watched number 49's highlight? Number 49's highlight is one of the best.
49.
Number 49's goal, number 49's goal catalog. Have you watched his highlights, his goal catalog? You
Why
will
don't
be
you use
impressed.
use his real
You
name?
will think he's elite. You will think he's
49.
elite.
You should use his real name.
Who?
He's been good.
Yeah,
49.
he's not worth it. It's not worth it. My
You
energy.
don't like him, huh? Do you know
I don't.
he's more direct than Neto. Did you know that?
Yes. You see, Neto is net okay,
He's a terrorist. Useless.
Neto plays like a chicken whose head has been cut off, but for some reason will not die.
And he
That
plays
is
every
Neto.
game.
Oh my lord,
Neto
I
plays
almost
in his
died a while
head.
ago.
Neto plays in his head. Neto has the ball. He does not lift his head up. He's like the lap. He's like the fridge we have
I
placed the
think
number 9 jersey on.
I had this theory that I think he's autistic. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. No, I don't mean it
That's crazy.
disrespectfully.
No,
He just
it
seems
might be
like
true.
yeah, I just like the traits that I see. I wonder if he's autistic because
When Neto has the ball, his head is down. He doesn't raise his head
yeah,
to scan.
it's like he
Like
doesn't have belief that the ball that he will not carry the ball also play without looking down.
exactly. That is why I am so happy Kwenda is coming. I am so happy.
Hey,
Because we
But
is Quenda
you know,
back from injury though? That's my worry because Quenda's injury is one of those injuries that can really halt a player's progression. So they
oh
can be
he'll be
very good
fine.
and then
He'll be
okay.
fine. He'll be
If
fine.
that's
He'll be
if you
fine.
think so, then I'll believe you.
Yeah. For me,
But
because look,
my
if
fear is that
Brazil has a Stavao. In Portugal, it's Kenda.
mm,
He is the one. So for me, I
he's
do
the
have
one.
belief in him. Yeah, he's the one.
He's
Oh,
the
as for
one.
him, I am
Wow.
putting all my chips on. He is the one. I am so happy because with Kenda coming, it tells me what's the name? Number 7 will leave because he has to leave.
Neto.
Now, yeah, number 7 has
I
to leave, and I
offered
hope
great.
I mean, the thing is, I
I
think
hope
that's
someone comes
possible
for
though.
him.
When you finish, I'm going to explain something. Go on.
I do hope someone comes for him for like 80 million or something, 85 million.
You
So
said
that way we
80
ship him
million?
off. Yeah. We bought him for like 50 or
80
60.
million.
65
Yeah.
million is how
Oh,
much
you
you
mean Saudi? The only place I think coming from Saudi. I
No,
don't think anybody with 80 million.
no. Oh, who told you? Arsenal could come in for him. Barcelona could come in for him.
Oh, if he goes to our Saudi, he's going to do very good.
Very good. With their terrorist type of
Very.
football, it will suit him to tier T. He will do very
Yeah.
well.
They have the
You know,
similar profile. They have Martinelli. He also looks
no,
down and he's
Yeah,
always
but they need
he's
somebody
got the
else
same
on the
profile.
thing. You know the left is a problem though. The left is the midfield, not the midfield, the middle part. They're good. Eze in terms of doing that Odegaard sort of role, very good. The left side
majority
is
of teams
iffy.
have a
That's why
problem
they always
with
aim
the
for the right
left.
side.
Yes,
The
Trossard
left
has
is
to
the
leave.
issue. The right side and the middle. That's where they usually. That's where most of their goals come from. The middle and the right side. They don't trust
Yeah.
the left side. Really. So if they can
So
get it, I think
they
he'll
will
work
cook.
fine. But what I was saying,
They will cook.
yeah. But what I was saying though, as you mentioned Quenda, The thing is, I think Neto is. I think the application of Neto is what you can get with Quenda, because Quenda can also play as a wing back, so he can be a winger and a wing back. And with Neto, Neto is
Yeah,
like a makeshift wing back at times, especially in games like this where you need everybody on the flanks to defend as well. So I think
yeah.
he'll be a better a bit in terms of application, to be a better option for that sort of role, because he can play as that wing back S player. But I don't know. It's just
He's the
the
type of
players
coach
that
Antonio
deserve
Conte will love.
time. Yeah, I, the, but this is the thing, and this is the irony for me. The play and maybe in hindsight, it looks like okay, they shouldn't have left. But the players that I think deserve time, they didn't get the time. I do believe that what's that guy name? He went to Strasbourg. What's his name? Crap.
Who?
Moreira, Diego Moreira. I don't
No,
think
that guy
he
has
would
to
have been the
return.
player.
That guy has to return.
Yeah,
That
he
guy
has
has
to
to return.
return, but I don't think he should.
He needs to
I
return.
think when he left, people thought he wasn't good enough, but I think he wasn't getting the game time, so I guess that made
Yes.
sense.
Him going to Strasbourg
Um,
was good because we gave it to them on like on a free or something. We gave it to them on a free.
um, we gave it to
Kenda will
the
come
that,
good.
that's well, but it's the same sort of ownership
I
though.
know.
So
My
they gave them
Mighty,
they gave
I know
themselves.
you are skeptical, but Kenda will come good.
Everybody's
Kenda will
skeptical on
come
him.
good.
Yeah, have
Yeah,
you guys?
You know what it's
just
called.
like how everyone was skeptical on
I call
Estevao.
it PTSD. It's PTSD. You know, because we've seen so
He
many
will come good.
high potential players. Sometimes people lose belief, and they seeing is believing. No, that's the situation for a lot of
Yeah.
people. Because
You know, when we got Estevao, I remember the first time I heard Chelsea linked to Estevao, I was like, this kid, Barcelona probably have him wrapped up. I never imagined we would get Estevao. For us to
yeah,
land him, I knew from day one, this boy will bank. I knew, and that's the same feeling I get with Kenda. He will come good. He will
You
bro,
come
know what?
good.
why are you calling me,
I'm
man?
getting. I get PTSD from for just watching.
I
Have you
get it.
guys?
It's understandable.
Have you seen him play a full 90 though? Have you seen him play
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah,
full
yeah,
match, or are you
yeah,
just
yeah.
watching highlights?
No, no, no. Him.
Highlights.
Anytime. Um. So I don't know if you guys have this app where you are. Which countries are you from? Mighty. Which country are you from?
Canada. I mean Canada.
Oh, okay. Do you guys have Sporty Bet?
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I can probably find out.
Yeah. So on the Sporty Bet app, they show Portuguese whenever like games like FC Porto and this kind of games come up. They have a link to kind of stream it within. They have so majority of the time you get like notifications. Okay, when it comes to Sporty Bets Ghana, they send notification like let's say FC Porto and how do we call it? Lisbon. I have a big game today. You can watch it now. So normally when I see those notifications, I press on it just to watch Kenda and to also watch FC Porto. Their coach. I like how their coach sets up their team. FC Porto. I like how they're so I normally watch and Strasbourg too. I normally watch whenever like I get a notification. Like Strasbourg has like a huge game to play. I normally watch. So those are the teams that outside of Chelsea I get to watch because
Uh,
of
uh,
how
yeah.
I get
I like.
notified.
Okay, so you think it's gonna come good? The thing is,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay.
No,
For
no,
me,
it can't get worse. It can't get worse with number 49 and
so
number
he
11.
can
It can't
basically.
get that worse.
So for you, he's guaranteed he's better than 49 and number 7. For you, he's just better.
Look, look. I will bet you heaven and earth. He is better than
Okay.
number 49 and number 11.
All right. I just wanted to double check. The only thing the only thing I know is I've just seen his highlights and I'm getting Madueke. I'm getting Madueke vibes, Madueke
In terms
PTSD,
of
and
his dribbling,
yes, and I'm also getting
yes,
Rafa Leao. I watched
he,
Rafa Leao of
thank
AC
you,
Milan.
thank you, thank
He's
you.
very similar in terms of how he comes across, the way he approaches the ball and the way he
Yes,
turns, and very
yes,
similar style.
yes,
And I don't know
yes.
about his
But
finishing.
he's
I don't know. I
efficient,
just
efficient. That is
he's,
what both of them lack. Madueke and Rafael Leao, they lack efficiency. So they can do all that razzmatazz with the ball, all that. Look at me, I am possessed, I am a demon on the ball. But then what they do with it after is what
It's
differs.
yeah,
Is
that's
what
right.
differs. And Kenda is much more efficient,
So he's a goal
much
scorer.
more.
Okay, okay.
Yes, and he's good at assisting, picking up a pass from the right. He's very good. As for Kenda is on the same level as Estavao in terms of ability, but he's much more faster. He's much more physical than Estavao. But in terms of IQ, he is up there with Estavao.
Oh yeah, we need IQ, man. Fuck, we need ball IQ. You reminded
Because we
me.
don't have IQ apart from Palmer.
He just used French.
Apart from
He just used French. Oh my gosh.
why
Oh man.
Oh, he
we,
just
we
used some
don't
French on the channel. My channel is no longer PG. Oh my
what
Oh,
happened? What happened?
God.
I
God,
apologize.
man. God, I'm joking, man. I'm good.
My bad.
No, go on, man. It's,
No,
the stream has been going on for an hour, so it won't be affected. Don't
look,
worry. Go
look,
on.
we
I don't
we
think it's
we
gonna.
we don't
You
have
can
we don't
believe
have
it.
IQ apart from Cole Palmer that I think has a higher IQ, and maybe João Pedro and Estavao. None of our attackers have an
Uh-huh.
IQ. None of them.
Ah! Oh, God, bro.
Ganacho is like Dracula the moment he turned into a vampire.
Look,
That is how
Dracula.
Ganacho looks like. You know, the moment Vlad, because remember,
No, God.
if you study the story of Dracula, he was not born a vampire. He became one. Ganacho looks like him when he first turned into a vampire.
I feel
When
like
you
you're
have
too
him on
harsh
the
on
left,
Ganacho, man. No.
he is
Yeah,
We
sharp.
can
I
have
think I think
He is
you are
sharp.
very
Jimmy.
harsh. You're
Jimmy,
very
you're too
harsh
harsh,
on
man.
Garnacho. I
You're too
think
harsh.
He is
Ganacho,
sharp.
no, come on.
he's not that. The thing is,
And
Comparing him to
I
Dracula,
think
man,
people are
that's you
forgetting.
cross the line with that one. You cross the line with
I
that one.
think people are
He's not Dracula.
forgetting. I think sometimes we forget that Garnacho is just 21 years old. He's not
I
like
know.
Neto has no excuse, you know. Neto is almost 30 years old.
Neto is
So
like 26 or
what
something.
got
And you
But
know what's good? You know, he was even Garnacho was really good against Aston Villa. Have you seen the highlights? Have you seen the full
no,
game?
he was trash.
Neto?
He was trash.
Not
Neto?
Neto,
You have him.
Did
Garnacho,
you say
Garnacho,
Neto?
Ganacho was trash.
Oh,
Garnacho.
No,
I was like
Ganacho.
Neto.
40, 49.
Oh,
I
49
don't
was trash.
know.
49 was
49
trash.
against Aston Villa. He
49
was
had a one-on-one.
he was good.
49 had a one-on-one. He had a
Wrexham.
one-on-one
No. Wrexham. That team we played in the Carabao Cup.
because the
Wrexham.
championship is his level. The championship is his level.
oh
I think
my goodness.
we
The
found.
ch-
I think we found his level.
yes, that
Maybe
is the
that's his level.
championship.
No, but that's not his level though. That's not because he was still struggling with them though. So what is his level?
No, because all the goals I see him score, it looks like it's always in the FA Cup or Carabao Cup.
No, I'm not giving
Wait,
up
who
on
are you
Garnacho.
talking about?
Garnacho is a
Garnacho or
strong
Neto? I'm
substitute.
confused now.
No, 49,
Garnacho.
49, 49.
Garnacho.
Oh, subject 49. Okay.
He's a strong
Subject
substitute.
49.
He's a
One,
strong
yes,
Yeah,
substitute.
one
but
thing
that's
I
not
like
good
about
though. That's not good. It can't be that you're only good from the bench. That's bad.
no, but it's
He's
a good
never
thing
gonna start
because
games.
everybody has a
He's never
role.
gonna be that
Everybody
guy.
has a role. Everybody has a role to
I
play.
don't believe in saying he will
Life,
never be
he is the
that guy.
substitute
Come
guy.
on.
Like, you
No,
think
he
Garnacho will
could.
be a starter in this team with
No,
Quenda and
No,
Estevao?
not in this
never,
team.
never,
No, I
never.
don't.
Not in this
You
team.
never know. Crazy
Maybe in
stuff have
Scotland.
happened.
Maybe in a team in Scotland.
No, that's
Scotland.
voodoo,
Oh
man.
no, I
That's
don't
voodoo.
think Scotland is too physical for him.
No, but
That's
Scotland,
you're giving us
Robert
jinx.
Keys. Look, he could go to
Oh
Malaga,
my gosh.
Spain, where football is played in heaven. He could
I
go
think he
there.
would be fighting
He will
Spain,
love,
to be fair.
he will love Spain. Because Spain, they'll give
Yeah,
him too much
more
chance to
more
run
time on the
around.
ball. You get more chance
He will
to
love
you have
Spain.
space too.
He will
Yeah.
love Spain. He
If you
will
ask
love
me,
Spain.
really, if you say, "Hey, who would you take, Garnacho or Gittins?" I'm taking Garnacho.
I'm taking number 11.
No, Gittins. I'm telling you, Gittins is a flop.
No.
Flop.
Gittins know how to play football. His
No,
brain
he's
lacks
a young flop.
confidence.
I don't
Gittins
think it's
know
confidence.
when Gittins has the ball, you can see this boy knows how to play ball.
And you know what makes me crazy? They spent
Garnacho has.
65 million on him. Oh my
I
God,
know.
65 million
Yes.
on Gittins. So he's a
Yes.
substitute player, bench player from Dortmund. He's not even a starter, and they spent 65 million on him. Oh my God.
Bayern wanted to sign him for 100 million. when Nuri Sahin was the head coach. That should tell you. That should tell you something. The
That,
only
that,
issue I
that,
have
that
with
doesn't that
Gittins is
doesn't mean it doesn't mean anything.
the
Okay, just because Bayern wanted him doesn't mean he was this just
okay.
prolific baller. No,
Certainly,
they just
certainly.
maybe they wanted him for depth or to a bench player
So
because
the
not every player will start. Not every player will be comfortable on the bench. Maybe they wanted someone to put on the bench, and he's probably the
yeah,
perfect player. So
yeah.
you can't use that. You can't use the excuse, and you can't say, "Oh, because Bayern wanted him, maybe he's worth the price." No, he's not.
Okay.
He's not worth 100 million. He's not even worth 50 million. I would probably
Oh,
put him down
true.
maybe 20, 30 million.
No,
But
he's 20.
because
He's 20. He's 20 million at best.
20, 30, yeah, max.
He's 20. The issue, you see, the difference between Garnacho and Gittins is Garnacho has the confidence of a god, but the football IQ of a fish.
And
Gittins,
that's good. And that's good. You know why? Because
no, no,
he
no,
he, he
no.
inspire. He will inspire. He will inspire the other players with his confidence.
He
If he
he
keeps
inspires
attacking and
he
losing the ball,
inspires the wrath of God in our hearts. He inspires the wrath of God in our hearts. Anytime I
maybe
watch him,
in our hearts, in the fans'
eh, eh,
hearts, but not the players.
yes,
The players see determination. They see hunger. They see a player who's trying to give his best, and that's what the players want.
no.
Maybe for you,
So
you're
that's the
watching
only thing.
from home, and it's like, ah, he lost the ball again. He can't dribble. He's trash.
Look,
He keeps
look.
falling off.
Have you ever listened to Chelsea on a radio commentary before?
Yeah, I've
Recently?
one time.
Yes. Whenever the next time Chelsea are playing a football game, just listen to Talksports. Talksports. I'm sure you guys have Talksports where you are, because over here we also have Talksports. Look,
Yeah, yeah.
whenever the commentator mentions the name Garnacho. Okay, so let's say and the ball moves from Enzo to Garnacho. All he hears Garnacho, 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 and he gives the ball away, and the opponent's on the attack. The ball gets to Garnacho. You all he hears Garnacho, Garnacho, Garnacho. Oh, he gives the ball away. Oh, he can't beat his man. Oh, Garnacho just gives the ball away. That's all you hear. Once the
But
ball gets to Garnacho, you know it's Bermuda Triangle. You
but
know
but
that
here's the
ball will
thing.
not be effective.
Okay, I know the point you're making. I get that. But would you rather them pass the ball back to Sanchez? Like what is
No,
the so what's the goal? The goal is to move forward and pass to the winger so they can create something and attack and cross and dribble. That's the usually the aim. The aim is to progress the ball. So if Ganache keeps passing back, nothing happens. He's more direct
but
than
he can't
really
beat his
all the
man. He
wingers.
can't beat his man. He
He's,
can't
he's
beat
he
his man.
tries. He can't beat his man. He can't dribble. He's heavy foot. Sometimes he even misses the ball. He's shit when it comes to technicality. But
Yes.
but you have to also give him that the point that he's direct. He attacks. He's a threat. He runs at defenders. Nobody else does that. Neto can't even do
He's a
that.
pale version of Madueke. That is the thing. He's a pale version of Madueke.
Yeah, you could
He's a
say that
pale
because
version
Madueke
of,
is direct. Madueke is very direct and
but he's
he
useless.
dribbles and yeah, you could
Very
say that.
useless. Very useless. Both players are useless.
Uh, for
Both
me,
players are
I
useless.
rather you can say that, but for me, I rather see that than the constant passbacks and side to side. Sanchez, Chalaba, Fofana. I hate seeing that. Like I don't like it. Give it to Garnacho. Let him lose it. I don't care.
That
Give it. Let him.
reminds me.
I don't care. I'm tired of
I,
seeing the side to side, backward, side. Give it to. Oh my God! It's useless. It's really the kryptonite of football. Really, it's anti-football. I hate watching it. Every time we play, it's the same thing, same crap. Side to side, backwards. No creativity. One dimensional. Everyone is one dimension. Everyone is doing the same thing. Pass. You have to wait for Palmer to do something every time.
the
And
entire
today,
league is doing the same thing. The entire league is doing the same thing.
but they're doing it efficiently. They're doing it with an
The
aim,
only
and they also
difference,
have the,
the only difference between Brentford and Arsenal is the quality of players, but the style of play is the same.
yeah, because Arsenal the way they play is to win. They don't really care about all the other stuff. The whole aim
The
this
way
season
they
has been
play,
winning.
the way they play is equivalent to the way Brentford plays.
Do you know
So
we play the
anytime,
same way? Do you know in 2020? I want to say Mourinho season.
14,
Was it
14,
not
15.
14? No, it was 2000. I'm forgetting what season it was. We played the worst football ever. It was so defensive. We scored one goal and we parked the bus. It was
Yeah, we
disgusting
were
to
playing
watch.
that way. Yeah.
So Arsenal,
It
based
was,
maybe Arteta maybe figured out. Okay, hey, I don't have to play. I don't have to play beautiful football. I don't have to do all this crap. I just have to win the game. I just have to win
but
games.
you
Three
know
points,
what that is going to
and
happen is
that's
that
what matters.
most teams will start copying.
Let them
And
copy.
this,
If they copy, then they will lose because other team has more quality players than them. If they do the same thing, they'll be
because because
outclassed. They'll be outclassed,
because you
and that's
see
what we
you
did
see
our
how
seasons.
you see how the Chelsea sorry, not the Chelsea, the English teams are disgracing themselves in Europe this season. It's telling us something about the quality of our league. It's telling us something about the quality of our league.
Yeah, I mean, the quality is there. It's just less technical. It's less. It doesn't have the IQ. Like it's less. The players on there are just not as smart. They don't know how to handle pressure, and there's a lot of little things they don't really work on. It's very militant, really. It's very militaristic. It's very like
Yes.
tactical, just pace,
Yeah.
physical. That's why La Liga has. That's why La Liga dominates the Champions League. They've won the most Champions Leagues. It's because of that. All their players are high IQ, very smart, very technical. Even the trash players are very smart. They'll give you good pass, cross, header, whatever. The league is the Premier League is very physical, fast. Nobody thinks. It's aggressive. It's just very one dimensional most times. That's really why. But you can go ahead and finish it up.
Oh, it's true. So, what do you think will happen in our next game?
I think we lose all the next two games. I think we draw with Everton, and then United is gonna smash us.
What
And
makes you think
Ty
so?
Ty thinks I'm emotional. I'm not being emotional, Ty. Really, this is how
You
I'm
are
thinking.
being, bro. The thing is, people, when somebody tells you that you're being emotional, the first thing that comes to mind is it's not a bad
You
thing.
are.
It's not. You are being emotional because your
It,
opinion no is based on this result. So basically you're making
yes.
the correlation to say that because we lost this game, we're going to do poorly in the rest of the games.
It's
It is
it's
This
it's
is
like
how
a
I
emotion.
know.
person.
It's not.
This is
It's
how
like a
I know
person
you.
saying, with all due
He's.
respect. Once I start with all due respect, I'm come to disrespect you.
This is
Oh
how I
my
Or
know
you
gosh,
say,
bro,
Ty.
that's the most contradictory thing to say.
No,
yes, with
Ty.
all due
Ty.
respect, that is messed up to say.
I think Ty is. He's. That's how I know Ty is the son of Coachella. He's
No,
toxic. It's
no, no, no,
toxic.
no, 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 no. We're no,
Toxic
no, no.
positivity.
We are brothers. We are brothers. We're not. No,
Toxic
no,
positivity, man. I'm not gonna
no, no,
I'm
no,
not
no.
gonna
I'm
tell
not.
you
No,
what you
not
want.
toxic positivity. No, 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 no.
Hey,
You will not hear me say
Tyrone is
that.
not a toxic positivity. I is not.
Oh, thank you very
He,
much. Thank you
he
very
is
No,
much.
not.
he's being toxically.
He is so not.
No, no, no,
He's
no.
being
It's not about
positive.
toxic positivity. It's not. It's
Tyrone,
not
Tyrone
toxic
has a god.
positivity. I'm
No,
not.
He has a god
Ty.
complex.
He
He
wants
is
to.
not for toxic
Go on.
positivity. He is not.
No, this
I'm
is
the
how I
most
know.
pessimistic person you'll ever.
Oh, it
That's
is
the wrong
bad.
P.
It is
You're
bad.
using the wrong P.
He's
The correct
negative.
P is pessimistic.
Mhm.
No,
He's
not
he's
negative. Pessimistic.
oh my god.
So you're more but here's the thing though. For you'll try and see the positive side of what's gonna happen in our
No,
next
Because
game.
it's
we
not
are
about
human.
positive. It's about seeing both
Because
sides. Both sides,
we are
not just
human.
not
But
both sides.
but your bias. Look at this. Your bias is I think we're gonna win. That's your bias already. That
I
makes
didn't. No,
Because I
no,
expect
no,
us
no.
to
I did
win.
not say that. I did not say that.
no.
At no
But
point did those words come out of my mouth.
you
No,
didn't.
you're
You're not gonna say
assuming
it.
that.
Obviously, you won't say it. But when you give your reasons, like it will be a biased take because you
Wrexham.
want us to win because you're a fan and
But
all
there's
that good
nothing
stuff.
wrong with what. No, there's a difference between wanting something and expecting it to happen. That's two different things. You can want ice cream, but do you expect to get ice cream every time? No. You can want something, but if you, do you expect to get it? It's two different things. So I want
Mighty.
us to
Can I
win.
ask a
I
question?
want us to win every
Mighty,
game, but we're not going to.
I don't
Mighty,
like it. I don't like this
Mighty,
this this
Mighty,
this. Yeah, go ahead.
Mighty. I want to ask you a question. If Rihanna was single, would you have married her if she gave you the opportunity?
Oh my
If she
gosh, what is this?
if she
Yeah,
was
what is going on
if
now,
she was
man?
famous, okay. Is she famous or is she not famous?
Rihanna.
Like I know Rihanna, but is this the Rihanna now or the Rihanna maybe when she was
What is
young
it?
or before she
Okay,
became famous?
How did we get to this
the one
part of
of
the
your
cover? How
choice.
did we get
The
to
one
this?
of your
Honestly,
choice. The one of your choice. Which would you
it could be
prefer?
the Rihanna from
Before
the
she
South
was
Africa.
famous?
Is it the South African Rihanna?
No, I mean
I
the
I,
Caribbean
I would
Rihanna.
if it's the Rihanna today, yeah, I would approach, yeah.
Good, good, good.
Yes.
Now,
Oh my
now,
gosh.
Yes, because
why
she's
can't
Rihanna.
yes? No,
Who
why?
would
So
say
why
no to
can't
that?
I say? So why can't I say?
Wait, hold on, hold
Yes,
on.
we are
Let him finish.
Chelsea.
Let him
I
finish. Let him
expect us
finish.
to beat Everton.
Because when you say that, you're not taking into account the situation. What's happening? You're just your judgment is clouded. Like you just
How?
wanna
But your
it's
judgment
just
No,
is also clouded because,
what? Your judgment is also clouded.
no, it's not.
bro,
It
Let
bro,
me
is.
tell you why.
bro,
Let me
bro,
tell you why.
bro,
Let me finish.
mighty. You're supporting my. As I said, when I say you're being emotional, I'm not saying it's necessarily bad. I don't believe it's good or bad. I'm just saying that it is because your feelings has to do with your emotion. That
But
is
you
what I'm
should never.
saying. So you have a
But you should
feeling.
never lead. You should never lead with your emotions. You always have to be rational.
But that
You
is
have to
what
be
you're doing
careful.
right now because you're
No,
looking at it from a point of view that because we've lost these games, we're going to continuously lose. That is what I'm saying.
simple. That's
Well,
all he's trying
you
to
could say
say.
it's emotional. Okay, go ahead and say emotional.
It
But
is.
from my perspective, I've seen this. I've basically the foreshadowing has happened already. It's basically I've seen the
Foreshadowing.
script. I've seen
So
the
now
script.
you're predicting
Everton.
the future.
I'm
So
not.
now you're
No,
I
I'm
didn't
predicting.
know it.
saying
Wow. You're a
We had
prophet.
no
I'm gonna
idea.
call it Prophet
We had
Mighty. Mighty the
Prophet
prophet.
Mighty.
I'm just taking into account
Prophetic mind.
our situation now, how the team is performing, the form this team is in, the players we have
Mhm.
available, the defense and Sanchez. I'm taking into account all that stuff,
So are
and
you saying that this Chelsea team is not good
That's
enough to get to
that's
beat
inductive.
Everton?
That's an inductive argument though, because you have that's a probable conclusion, but you're not sure. That's an assumption as well. What all I'm saying, and people say I'm always on the fence. It's not about being on the fence because
you're
I
on
don't
the
know the
fence, and
future.
also you have the bias of positivity as well.
No, I'm not biased. It's not. I didn't say we're going to win or we're going to lose. So you can't say. How can I be biased if I said nothing at all? I
Me, I
did.
expect us to
All I
win.
said is
I expect us to
You
win.
already said
no.
we were gonna win
I
already.
want.
The first
Yeah,
already
I
If
you asked
anything,
this
expect.
if
question.
anything, if anything, if anything, if anything, Timmy Turner is the one that's being biased because he expects.
Yes,
I didn't say I want us to
yes.
win. Do
Wait,
I
You have
expect?
to.
I want us.
Timmy, Timmy, you expect a win tomorrow. You expect a win against Everton.
Yeah. No, no.
Okay.
I
We
mean,
have
but you
lost
can
against
expect
Newcastle.
that because that
Now
we have a
he's
standard.
emotional.
We
Now
have
he
no
is
choice
emotional.
than to win. No,
We're
this
all
is
emotional here, Mighty. That's my point.
look,
Yeah,
look, look,
I
look.
think Timmy
You lost
is
against
emotional
Newcastle.
now.
Listen. You lost against Newcastle. Do you want to
Yeah,
make Champions League or not? Yes, you want to make Champions League. So what is the most logic thing to do next? Is to win your game against Everton. So that
is
is
even
what I am
is
going
it
to expect.
okay?
I
So
don't care
that's
how
your
it's done.
expectation.
No,
That
listen,
doesn't
listen,
mean
listen, listen. You are
it's gonna
telling
be
me
a
I'm getting
reality.
emotional. I'm going to ask you this couple of questions. Do you want to see Chelsea playing next season in the Champions League?
No, let me tell you why.
Okay,
Let me tell you
fine,
why.
Wow. Okay.
fine,
Perfect.
fine,
Here we go.
fine.
Let me tell you
Continue.
why.
You have
Now
the
I
floor.
understand where you come
You
from.
have the
Let me tell you why.
microphone. You have the microphone. No, it makes sense, Timmy Turner. It makes sense
It
now. You
makes
have the
sense now.
microphone. Go,
It
Mighty.
makes sense now.
Can I finish? Can I go ahead and
Go
finish this?
mighty, go mighty,
Yeah,
go
go on. You have the
mighty, go
microphone. You have the
mighty.
microphone. Let
Listen.
me put you in
I,
full screen too.
I'm not only on there. I prefer the Europa League
What?
instead of the Champions League. So, and here's my reason why.
Wait. What? Hold on. Wait, what?
Thursday night football. I am not up for that shit again.
I have to finish.
I
What I'm
am
about to
not.
say. Because what we are getting now, there's also a transfer ban, so I don't think we'll be signing any players.
No, we are not going to get a transfer ban.
We'll probably be stuck with these players for a
We are
while
not
now.
going to
Maybe
get a transfer ban.
one more season. I don't know about that.
We are not. If
Okay,
we,
let's say we're not.
it's
Let's say we are
it
not.
says that if we have to break a rule again, we will be granted a transfer ban. If we have to break a rule within the next 2 transfer seasons, we will be granted a 1-year transfer ban. But we
Okay.
are not at the moment getting one.
Okay, let me clean up this real quick. So let's okay, no transfer ban. Let's just go into the season. So we know the owners we have. We know the trash sporting directors we have from Brighton.
Yeah.
Realistically, we'll be going we'll be going next season with these players we have now. I don't think much will change. I think we'll have the same exact 11. Maybe one or two will come in. I don't think this team is good enough. It
So
doesn't matter.
what about Enzo Fernandez? What about Enzo
He's
Fernandez potentially leaving?
he can go.
He will
Really,
he will leave, but I don't think he
I
will leave
think
this summer.
he can go. We can find a replacement for
Uh,
him. It's not very hard finding. It's not hard finding the same profile as him.
I'm not. I'm just.
No,
I'm just
no, it is
asking
hard
because you
finding
said
a
we're gonna
profile
have. You
like
said
him.
no changes. That's what I'm
It
asking.
is hard finding a profile like
Okay,
him.
he can
It is
he can
hard.
go. He can say he can go, but that does not deflect from my point. So I'm gonna go take this into next season. We'll take this same players. Maybe one or two, three will come in next season. We'll have a higher chance of winning the Europa League than the Champions League.
You
Would
know
you
why I
rather
don't
be
want us to play Europa?
okay? Would you rather be in
If
the Champions League? Let me finish up with this. Would you rather be in the Champions League and get knocked out, maybe in the quarterfinals, semi, whatever, or be in the Europa and then win it?
okay,
Which one would you rather? Because
definitely I'll pick the one that
Basically,
comes with the trophy.
so if I have the okay. All right. So if I'm getting this right, you're saying that you want Chelsea to be in a competition where they have a stronger possibility of winning it. That's what you're
Of
saying,
winning.
Mighty.
yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
But you see,
This group of players, they're not good enough to win the
okay,
Champions League.
fine.
I don't
You want
Bro,
to
so
Tell me,
so
Ty,
basically what you're
Ty,
saying, what you're
we're
what
not good enough to beat
no
Real
what you're
Madrid.
no
We're
no
not
you
good
know
enough
what's
to
so
beat
funny
Bayern.
about it?
We're not good enough
Do
to
you know
beat
what
Man
is funny
City.
about it?
We're not good enough to beat
You know
Dortmund.
what's funny about
We're
it?
not good enough to beat any of these teams. It's not even coaching related. It's just the team as a collective is just rubbish.
Fine.
Let me ask you this. So basically, you're saying that we're supposed to go from one stage to the next, because Conference League. So basically, you're saying that if you want, you wish, because I said I would prefer Chelsea to have not gotten any European qualification last season. I said we're never going to get Champions League. I said that because I had this belief, and that is why, because Timmy Turner or Joel,
I
he
never
knows
had.
my
I always knew we would qualify. No, I
No,
knew your
you,
stance on
but I
Maresca.
didn't
I
No,
remember.
knew it.
Remember the
Timmy
word I
is
said. I said I didn't
toxic
want.
positivity.
I didn't want. You hear what I said? I didn't want. I didn't want us to, because I didn't want us to be. It's like I don't believe that you should be in a competition and then you don't even have any chance of actually competing because of the project itself. We have a Europa League squad, and the Club World Cup. As much as people want to say that yeah we beat PSG in the final, it was like the pedestal of it is like we were playing the Europa League and everybody else, like PSG was playing a Champions League sort of matches. They were playing Real Madrid. They were playing off against City. They had matches that were actually competitive. We were facing off against, and I'm not disrespecting the Brazilian teams or the Asian teams or the
Oh,
American teams, I should say. But in terms of resources, in terms of squad, in terms of the namesakes, because I can't say the South American team, because Chelsea's team and many other European teams are entrenched with South American players. I'm not gonna have this debate because I've always said that the South American leagues and all the other leagues can do better if they had the same resources that Europe had. But I'm not gonna have that debate tonight.
yes.
What I'm saying is that uh, in terms of our journey to the final, it was way easier. Nobody can dispute that. The only loss we had was Flamengo because we underestimated their level of aggressiveness, how they would have attacked us, and we didn't know how to play against them. So
Yeah, we
we planned
underestimated
poorly.
them.
But what happened? Yeah, we underestimated them, and that is the thing. But other than that, we feared stuff against Fluminense, and Fluminense, they had potential. Yes, they had Silva who understood Chelsea, but they didn't do anything much. Palmeiras was probably the closest in terms of it being closer to 50-50. But I was down to Estevao. Estevao was the star of the show in that game practically. I don't think anybody else remembered anybody more than probably another player. I can't remember his name right now. It was Estevao's show against Chelsea, his debut. And then who else was that? Then we had PSG, I think it was, if I'm not. Oh, Benfica is another one I'm skipping. So Benfica, we could have faced Bayern
game
Munich.
annoyed me.
Yeah,
we could have
and
faced
that
Bayern
game
Munich.
was 50-50 up until the extra time because there was that big interruption because of the lightning and whatever. And then by the time they came back out, like it was a different game practically because it was over an hour.
I started watching the game on a day. Then I ended up watching the game the following day. I sat through that 2-3 hours. I was like, bro, this game took me 2 days to watch. But the reason why I don't want to play Europa is because Europa is a league that, as much as you don't want to respect, you have to force yourself to respect. In a sense that you have to put up lineups where some of our first team players will play when they don't need to play. So Europa is like, I don't want to play, but I have to take it serious. That is the kind of competition Europa is now because of the Conference League. Conference League, you can change an entire 11. But with Europa, we will be forced to play some players that we will need in the first team. That is why I don't want us to play Europa. I hate having to play on a Thursday and a Tuesday. I hate that schedule. I get to watch Chelsea play on a Thursday and on a Tuesday, on a Saturday. I don't like that. And you know, the Premier League too is very unforgiving with us. They will not spare us any chance. They will not give us any chance to rest players if we begin to play Thursday night football. Yes, if we are to make Europa League, I am going to expect we win that league. I don't care who qualifies. I am expecting we win that league. But I don't want to be here Thursday night looking at our lineup and I'm seeing Cole Palmer. I am seeing Caicedo.
And what's the E word I'm going to use now for what you're saying? The E word that I'm going to use. It's about not even E word. Let me use F. Let me use the F word instead. Not that F word, by the way. The other F word. Feelings. You don't want is what you don't want. You don't want to be on a Thursday. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's a feeling. It's a feeling.
It's the feeling. I just don't want to. I don't want to.
Wait. Do you know how annoying it is when you know you have a fully rested Newcastle game, a fully rested Newcastle team that has rested for 7 days, and you are going to play them at the St. James's Park, and for some reason you are facing a competent opponent in the Europa League on a Thursday, and for some reason you have to start like 5 of your starting players just to not disgrace yourself on that Thursday night. And these same players will have to then rest to go and face a Newcastle that has not played a game in 7 days at St. James's Park. Do you know how horrible that is? Do you know how stressful
but you know what it is though? You know what that is though? I have 2 words for it. What? Big club. If you're a big club, you're going to have those demands because the higher you are in terms of accolades and the higher you are in terms of capabilities, the more work you have to do.
I would rather play on a Wednesday than go and face. I can't deal with Thursday night football. I can't.
I understand the sentiment. No. Don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is that if you're a big club, there's going to be more that's expected and demanded of you.
No big club plays in Europa. No club.
I know. No, I mean in terms of having I mean when I say that I mean in terms of having to field a very strong 11 in every competition that you are in. So you can never run away from it. But if you're saying in terms of the squad depth, then fine, because we don't have the depth, and we saw it. If we don't play certain players, and if we take off certain players as well, we know that that game's probably done. So when I saw Cole Palmer and João Pedro, although they may not have been the greatest in the game, when I heard that they came off, I said, yeah, the game is over because I didn't trust Liam Delap to do anything. And Lavia's coming back from an injury that
Liam,
has kept him
Liam,
out for
Liam,
months.
Liam, Liam Delap is like a fridge that has been
Oh God! All
enchanted.
right, all right. No.
Timmy,
Cinderella. Cinderella. Cinderella.
Yes, I
When
know what you
Cinderella in
mean,
one of
but
the
I
film,
don't, I don't, I don't
Liam,
like. I feel like we're
they kind
insulting the
of
players
casted
too
it.
much now.
No, they should know. They kind of casted a spell on like Cinderella. The cups and the shoes were enchanted. The cutleries were enchanted. They could speak to Cinderella and stuff. I
Ah,
feel I do believe that how do you call it? You know how the rats were turned into horses for Cinderella. I do believe that
I don't even
the
remember.
Liam
I
Delap.
haven't watched that cartoon since I was maybe 12 or something. But
I
Ty,
just remembered
something
talking
something
about this. I just remembered.
something you're not taking into consideration is you want us to suffer and just waste time in the Champions League and win nothing.
no, no,
That's
no.
what
That
Timmy
no,
wants.
Mighty, you miss everything I said. Then no, you
Not
miss
you,
everything
Tyson.
I didn't
I'm not
know.
talking about you, Tyson. I'm addressing Timmy. This is what Timmy wants.
Yeah.
Oh
Fans
no,
like Timmy.
you said something. It's too much. We have too much teas, man. There's too much teas on the panel. Gosh, man.
I will just abbreviate it to TT. TT, right?
You have failed.
TT.
You have failed.
TT
You have
is
failed.
his
Tyrone, you have failed. Say too
what?
much tease on this one. That is messed up.
Yeah, TT.
That is messed
That
up.
is too much TT.
That is messed up. TT. You're also calling TT. Jesus Christ. That is messed up. Pause. Like
All right,
pause.
let me just
TT.
finish this real
Nigga.
quick. TT.
This stream is no longer PG, man. The PG went out the window.
He was like TT. Nigga, really?
All right, Timmy. Let me just my TT, and then you have Timmy, and then you have Tyson. Okay, Timmy. This is what
Yeah,
you're
I'm
trying to.
listening.
Timmy, you're trying to kill us with this, man. Fans like you I think you guys are a problem. You're a problem, man.
Oh
You guys
man.
are a problem. Like,
Oh.
why would you want to be in the Champions League just to get knocked out the next couple games? Round 18, round 8, you are knocked out. Why would you want that?
Mm.
Why would any fan want to be knocked out of the Champions League? Would you not want to win it? Do you not want to win it?
So I go in it. So every time Chelsea has won the Champions League, I never expected us to win. So to actually sit down and think, okay, I think this is our year we win the Champions League. I think for a Chelsea fan is very unrealistic. But what I can hope, because every time we've won the Champions League, it has been on hope. We hoped. All I can hope is that next, if we are to play the Champions League next season, we will have to finish top four to avoid all the big teams. I
You
can
know what
hope
I'm hoping
that.
for? I hope Kendall Jenner was with me now. Is that gonna happen? No.
I would prefer Kylie though, to be honest.
Kendall
But
Jenner. I like she
Kendall is
looks pretty.
beautiful. She of all the Kardashians, I think she's the most naturally beautiful, to be honest.
My point is we need to be realistic with how we approach this. You can't say,
And
"Oh,
you
I was just hopeful."
and you made your point using a Kardashian, the most unrealistic human beings on the world.
But but that's what I'm saying. Like that's me hoping. I hope I get her. I hope I get one of the Kardashian girls. I'm never gonna have them. I don't even have. Yeah. So that's me being unrealistic, and
Well, it's
that's
good to
yours
know
thinking.
your preferences. It's good
Yeah.
to know your preferences.
No, it's just it was an example. I would never approach this
No,
this
it's
kind
not.
of.
It's not an
Sure
example.
it
Just a
is.
sample.
Sure it
It's
is.
not.
Sure it
It's
is. It's
not.
a very
I'm just
awfully specific one.
not.
Yes, you
No, no,
had
no.
of all the
Timmy said
Kardashians, you had to choose. You had to choose Kendall, the most beautiful one, naturally most beautiful one. You had to choose her. Wow,
really. If
the
you
one with no plastic surgery. You had to choose her.
if you
Okay,
ask me
cool,
if
cool.
you ask me they all look the same. It's all like very average looking, maybe
Mm,
6 out of 10. But
mm,
my point
mm,
is
mm.
the hoping part. I can just hope. Oh, I hope I get this. I hope I get that.
Yes.
We can't
No,
just
wait,
we
wait.
can
With
we
Chelsea
cannot
fans,
live like that.
when it comes to Champions League, all we can do is hope because
Small
we
teams
have
hope.
never.
That's what small teams do. They hope. Oh my god, I hope we win. No, big teams are guaranteed to go all the way. Maybe semi-finals. That's what big teams do.
What?
You should be expecting,
So that's a,
as a Chelsea fan, you should expect to reach the finals every freaking tournament, you should
Do
be
you
like,
think
oh yeah,
Arsenal win the
Mm,
easy,
Champions
we're
League? Do you
reaching
think
the
Arsenal win the
finals.
Champions League?
What?
Do you think Arsenal win the Champions League?
They have a high chance of doing it.
Why?
I don't think they'll
yeah.
win it.
Why?
No, that's feelings again. That's feelings again.
No,
You
no.
don't
I want
think
to
they
know
will.
why. Because I
No,
want you to
I
tell
didn't
me
say I
why.
feel like they'll win.
Why
I
do you
said I
think they
think.
have a higher chance?
That's
Why
not I
do you
said.
think
I
they have
just
a
said
higher?
think. I said you think.
I don't think Arsenal will win. I think Arsenal
But
will win
why?
the Premier
Why?
League.
You're giving a headline, but why? Why? What's the reason?
Why do you think they have a higher chance?
Why do I think Arsenal will not win the Champions
No,
League?
no. Why? No, no.
No,
Answer
why do you
Timmy.
think?
Answer.
What's the
Why
question?
do you think? Why do you think they have a higher chance?
High chance of winning what? The Premier League
The
or the
Champions League, the Champions League.
What the Champions League?
Yeah, because
because
that's the question I asked you.
let me tell you why. Because Arsenal have figured out they know they have figured out how to win games now. They know how to win games. That's why. As a
Okay,
team,
so
they've rebuilt. Arteta's been there for the longest, and they've been in the Champions League for the past 3 seasons, and they've been reaching high places. So I don't think they'll win it, but they will win the Premier League though. That's done.
okay,
They wrapped that up. But
so
when it comes to
if
Champions League, it's just way too many good teams. I think Real Madrid and Bayern will be
okay,
there, and they'll
but
probably lose to
Real
both.
Madrid and Bayern are on the other side of the league. They are on the other side in a sense where Real Madrid and Bayern will have to knock each other out to get to the final. Now,
But Arsenal
if
are now
Arsenal
in the
had to if
quarterfinals.
Arsenal had to listen, if Arsenal had to face if Arsenal had to if Arsenal were in the same category with Barcelona, PSG, Bayern, and Real Madrid, and these are the teams they had to face on their road to the final, do you think Arsenal would have a higher chance?
If they
Because you
if
know,
they
as
if
Arsenal,
they
as
face,
Arsenal's route to the final is very easy. Their
but no,
only tough
if they
team they're
face
going to
those teams, they would lose 100%. If they
yes.
faced all those
So
teams,
the only
1,000%,
reason
they're a small team.
the,
They're a
the
small
only
team.
reason Arsenal has a higher chance is because their opponents that are ahead of them are of low quality. The
But
only team
do you think Arsenal are hoping? Do you think Arsenal fans say, "Oh,
Don't
I
go,
hope we'll beat them"?
don't count
They're
against
not hoping.
Sporting.
you say
They're not. They're not. I think they beat them, but they didn't go into it say, "Oh, I hope we beat them."
wait. Why did you mention Sporting? I thought Bodo Glims beat them.
I think Tyson mentioned it, but I think
Wait,
they
Bodo
played. I
wait,
think they played
Bodo
in
Glims lost.
the group stages. Not the group stages.
Wait. Has
Yeah, yeah,
Bodo
yeah.
Glims
Bodo
got
Glimt
out of it?
lost. They won. Sporting won 5-0. Sporting won 5-0. 5-3 on aggregate. One.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So,
How?
so they're facing Sporting. That's why I'm saying that. How about Sporting? Can Sporting beat Arsenal? That's what I'm asking.
No, they can't. They
They
can't.
can.
They can't.
They can't.
I
They
think
can't.
Sporting
They,
can beat them. I
They
also
cannot.
think
well, but
Arsenal
this is one dimensional talking, man. They can't. They can.
They
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 can
can't. They
can.
can't.
But here's the thing,
They
though.
They
can't.
can't. Are you saying can or can't? I can't hear.
They will
They
need
can. They can.
Jesus.
They
They will
can.
need Jesus to beat us now. They will need
Jesus.
Jesus to beat us now.
Why do you say that? I thought Arsenal were trash.
Yeah, Arsenal played demonic football. So you
But
cannot
it's getting
accuse
results,
them.
right? It's getting results, right?
Yeah, if you go to Satan and you ask Satan to help you to succeed in life, he
Wow.
has his
Okay.
ways of
Oh,
making it
wow,
possible.
wow, 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 wow.
That is why you see the global elites keep on making money. Because when they go to Satan for something, Satan offers in exchange for their eternity in hell with Satan. But that's just why the case.
You're deflecting, man. This
I'm not deflecting.
all these
I'm not.
analogies.
I'm not. I'm not. No. What makes you think Sporting has a chance?
They just
What makes you think
smashed.
so?
Okay, let's forget about how they play
Bodo
and
Glimt,
the
Because they're
Bodo
in
tactics.
a
Glimt, Bodo Glimt
competition.
played.
They're in a
Bodo
competition.
Glimt.
They're
Listen,
in the
Bodo
yes,
Glimt play better football than Sporting.
yes, but you know who won today?
Sporting. That's why I'm surprised.
So you know why? Because these teams know how to win, and Arsenal know how to win. Nobody cares about beautiful
How
football
does
and
Arsenal win?
tactics.
How does Arsenal win their games?
It's unwatchable. It's not good, but they know how to win.
You see, you see the word you used. It's unwatchable. It is
But you
unwatchable.
think fans care about that?
It
I
gets the
mean,
what? It gets the job done, though. That's the thing.
it
It
gets
gets the
it
job
gets the
done.
job done. It's the 3 points
Look,
that they care about.
I promise you this. If Chelsea was playing the way Arsenal play and we're getting results, a large sector of the fan base would still complain.
We would complain, but I
We
don't think
will
we would
complain.
care. We would complain, but we wouldn't care. Nobody would care about the how the game ended
That,
because we won. We at the end of the
yeah,
day we won,
yeah,
and that's
fair
all
play, fair play,
that would matter.
fair play. I will be surprised if Arsenal get knocked out by Sporting. I will be surprised, to
But
be
I
honest.
don't know why we went this way. We were talking about not being in the Champions League, and
I
you
want us to
said
be in the Champions League.
and
I
you
want us
said
to be in the
you want
Champions
us to
League.
be in the Champions League because we're a
Yes,
big club, and that's what big clubs do. And what I'm telling you is, why would we waste time but there in the Champions League when we
I
can
would, I would,
win?
I would rather try and fail than never to have tried.
But we tried and we failed, which is not good. Which is not good
And I will
enough.
try again, and I will try again,
Okay,
and
so
I will
this
try
is this
again.
is the problem right here.
So how
Coachella, I
did we?
think
How did we win? How did we win the Champions League twice? How did we do that?
the second time we won, it was really mainly because of tactics and coaching. Tuchel, Tuchel is a top coach, elite, one of the best, and we had a very strong defense. Defenders win you, center backs win you trophies. Um, Wingers, they score you goals and win you games, but the center backs win you titles. They win you trophies, and that's what we had under Tuchel. We had one of the strongest defenders out there, the strongest defense in that season. That's why we won. If he wasn't hoping, we didn't say, "Oh, we hope we beat Dortmund at home." I hope nobody was hoping. We wanted to win. We expected wins, and that's how we got the job done this season.
Okay,
This season, if we beat PSG, who would we face? We would probably face
Madrid.
Madrid or Man City, right? You think we have a
Yeah,
chance against them? No,
no,
zero chance. So that's another season wasted in the Champions League when we could have just played in the Europa League and won that competition. We
the
could
feeling is
easily
long,
win the
man. It's
Europa
long.
League.
It's
That's
long.
our level.
So
That's
so
our
so
level.
so basically what Mighty is saying that he subscribes to not losing or going through adversity. You should only be in a competition when you feel you're ready. So basically that's what I'm getting from what you're saying.
Why would you want to
I
be?
would
Why
rather,
would you?
I'll shoot for the stars and fall. I'll prefer shooting for the stars and fall.
You see, now
You know
that's the
how,
toxic positivity I was talking about.
listen. You know how Elon
Ty
Musk
Tyson
can,
How is
knows.
it
Tyson
toxic
knows
Elon
about this.
Musk,
positivity? How is it toxic positivity? Go on.
Elon Musk can shoot a
It's
space,
delusional.
one of his ships in the air, and it will explode in the air. In 3 months' time, he comes back and he repeats the same thing. I would prefer that than just saying, "Let
You
me just
see,
drive my car to wherever I want to go."
you're
No,
rationalizing you're rationalizing your own metaphors and analogies.
how am I rationalizing my own metaphors
You're
and
trying to
analogies?
rationalize. You're trying to be
No,
comfortable
listen.
with your own bias. And I'm
No,
telling you,
listen. I have a
nobody
bias.
wants to
I
be in
have
the
a bias.
Champions
I
League.
understand. I have a bias. I understand. But the thing is this: I would rather try to shoot for the stars and miss than not trying at all.
Okay,
I
and that's
would
the problem
rather.
right there.
Uh-huh.
I would,
That's
So
I
our
would
how
issue.
will
rather.
you how will you know how will you know? No, but the thing is, this is all about about perspective and perception because how will you know if you are ready if you don't play in the competition? You're gonna always think that okay, we're not ready this year, and it goes back to
Chelsea was not
Chelsea's
ready
not
when
like any
Chelsea
other
was not
club.
ready.
Chelsea's
Yes.
You know how Tyson
yeah,
by You would how do you secure the Champions League? How do you do it? Top four, right? You get top four, and
Mm,
that says, oh, that shows you deserve to play. So and so. That's how you qualify. That's how you do it. But to expect to win it is a whole different thing. And as a fan, I'm like, okay, yeah, let's get top four. Let's get top four. I'm all for it. But if we don't get top four, I would prefer, be in a competition. You win, you can win. You
See,
know,
it's about what you prefer.
and it's also a very logical, very, I would say, maybe,
it's
you know,
risk averse. It's risk averse. It is very, it's very okay. It's not risky. It is. Oh, you know what? Let's just stay in our lane here. We are Europa at the moment, so let's just stay here and try to win this because at the
What
moment this
makes
is
it
our current
logical though?
level.
What makes what Mighty said logical though? Because he's saying it's logical, but what makes it logical?
That is the no. From
because
his
the
standpoint, that
he's
is logical.
let me say this. You know why? It's what's it called?
The caliber of players we have,
It's not even the caliber of players. It's high risk. It's a low
low
risk.
risk.
Yeah, low risk.
Yeah, you see,
High reward.
you don't believe in risk taking. How will you know your
That is
potential if you don't experience adversity? Big up to you,
how.
Ladamus.
But we have to
No,
prove
listen,
ourselves.
listen,
You have
listen,
to
listen,
prove
listen.
yourself, right? You have to
We
prove
ne-
yourself.
we never deserve to win our first Champions League. We never deserve to win our second Champions League.
Oh,
Let's
that
be honest.
is crazy.
We never.
Okay,
Who
now
knew
this is
that year? Who
the
knew
issue
that year
to me.
we would win the Champions League? Who knew? Because no
And that's
everybody
the
knew we
irony. That's
didn't.
why I'm saying Chelsea's not a stable club. Chelsea's because when Chelsea had the prime team, no pun intended to prime the chat, but when Chelsea had the prime team and the teams that you think would win it, they didn't do anything. When Conte had such a
Yes.
good team, they didn't. When not Conte, Jose had a good. We didn't. What happened? We lost. So what's the
Yes.
what's the this
So I know if
so?
Chelsea has
But
to
we
win
had
the
the
Champions League
players.
again, it would be during a time we do
But
not
what did we
expect.
win it though?
We didn't
Did
win
we
it,
win it,
but
Mighty? We had the
we
players,
had
but did we win
We
it?
had the players, but we did
we
not
didn't
win
win
it.
it, but we had the players
Even
good
Oli
Exactly.
Day,
enough.
He
We
had
had
Mourinho.
players
Even
good
Oli's Day,
enough to be in that
Hansi.
competition, Tyson.
Look,
We
look,
had the
look at
players.
what
Bro, but
Atletico Madrid did
you're
to us.
confused.
Look at what
If
Real
you
Bro,
have
Madrid
you're
did to
trash,
us.
contradicting
Fire.
Tyson,
yourself, man.
I'm not. If you have trash
Ah,
players, you reserve them for the trash. What's equivalent? Whatever is equivalent to trash is where they belong. If they are not
no,
good
you're
enough to play in the
confusing me,
Champions League,
Mighty.
Okay,
You're
okay, okay,
confusing
okay.
me.
Mighty,
Cause you
mighty,
just said
mighty,
that. What's the point?
mighty.
What's the point? What's the point of being a competition if you're not going to win it? But then you're gonna now say that when you have good players, you should be in a You're confusing me. So what is it about being in a
Mighty,
competition or winning a competition? That's I need to get that clarity because
mighty,
you're
the play,
confusing
mighty.
me now.
the
I want to
players,
ask you a question.
Tyson, it's
Which,
the players
if you were
determine that.
given free code over Chelsea over the transfer summer, tell me
No
the
more
players you will
analogies.
bring in.
They should
Tell me
ban you
the
from
players.
analogies.
No, wait. Tell me the players you will bring into the club that you do believe will be good enough for us to play in the Champions League.
I would
Please
collect
name the players for me.
uh Coven. What's this guy that plays for PSG now on the left? What's
Kvaratskhelia.
I would
How
get
about
him
Scalia,
now.
the player
Yeah,
that wanted to come to Chelsea and they said no?
yeah.
And they
Oh
said
well,
no.
this is my
Yes.
preference, not them. We're talking about me. I would get
Okay.
him now immediately. I would get Alvarez immediately
Okay.
tonight. These are the players I would go for.
And
Quality,
who else? And
quality.
who else?
I think we're okay on the right wing.
What?
I would get number 10.
Wait.
I would get Olise. Olise, I would get him
Okay.
tonight.
Okay.
Maybe Musiala as well, and then I would get center backs, two center backs
Which
immediately, and a
what
goalkeeper.
name? No name. Give me names.
Uh, at the moment, shoot, I don't have any, but I can always get you some.
All this mountain, you don't have names. All
I'm,
this we don't deserve to play and you don't have names. Really?
that's what I'm saying. We don't have the talent. to play to be up here?
Who give me names?
Okay,
Because see,
let me
see,
give
if
you
Rotten,
let me
if
give you a name.
Rotten,
Let me give you a name. So
yeah,
you center backs, two center backs.
yeah,
Okay, so goalkeeper, I would get Mike McNan. You know who Mike McNan is, right?
he's trash. He's trash. Relax.
Well, that's your opinion. That's your own prerogative. To me, he's a good player. He's a very good goalkeeper. AC Milan. The reason they're
He,
in second position this season is because of him.
well,
And
unless Chelsea make a
Oh,
U-turn, Mike Pennis is coming.
yeah, well, this is not Chelsea. This is
why
well,
why 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 don't
my
we why don't we
preference.
believe in giving the players that we have chances first before we assess this? Bro, we have like 20,000. I'm being dramatic. We have so many goalkeepers, and we.
No,
That
Bro,
Mike
what are we
Penders,
doing? Are we having a
for me,
goalkeeping union?
Mike Penders. No, for me, Mike Penders needs to start. I would rather see a 19-year-old make mistakes in the goalpost than a Robert Sanchez.
the thing is, well, what we have, Tyson, the players we have, they don't,
Wait,
they're
stop.
not
Are you calling? Wait. I just realized you're calling me Tyson. Wait, what?
Tyrone. Where's Tyson?
Bro, Tyson. I just realized you said Tyson, not Mike Tyson. No.
All right, Tyrone.
Anyways, go on.
What we
Continue.
have, what we have, right? The players, the caliber of the what we have now, not good enough. It, it doesn't matter. We can have 200 players, not good enough. They belong in the championship, really. They belong in maybe relegation teams.
So, are
How
you
many
telling
times
me
have you watched those goalkeepers, though?
which goalkeepers? Mike Manyan.
How many times have you watched those goalkeepers?
Ref, I have not watched Mike Manyan since he came to Stamford Bridge and did what he did.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I had somebody call me.
Look,
So what was I saying? I forgot. I lost my train of thought. Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Players. The players we have, Tyrone. You said, oh, we have a million players. They're not good enough, man. They're just maybe above average. They're not good. They're not good. We don't go anywhere with these players. We don't win nothing with these players. You can give them as much time as you want. You can give Sanchez four more seasons. He's not gonna improve. He's gonna stay there.
I blame Roman.
That's what you'll get.
Sanchez.
I blame Roman. I blame Roman for this impatient tendency. I blame Roman.
Yes,
I blame him.
Who? Rob?
yes,
What would you blame him?
he's the cause. Because he made
Because
us feel entitled.
how consistent have Chelsea been in their history when since Roman has been there?
We've never, we have never, we have never.
Well, Roman.
Before
The
Roman
the
was
only
here, if you look back at the history of Chelsea, look at how long some coaches lasted at Chelsea. Some of them were at Chelsea for 10 years, 5 years. Some I think one was at the club for 20 years. I'm telling you, I'm not saying that we should be like Arsenal and have like an Arsene Wenger or Alex Ferguson at Manchester United. But it cannot be that a person cannot make a mistake. You expect them to be supernatural, and even supernatural beings, they're not perfect
that is what we expect.
unless they're
That is
God.
what we expect.
So so
No,
so
man.
so so, so
Nobody's telling them to be supernatural. Nobody's telling them to be all this.
No,
but you're
we are,
expecting them to
we
never
are.
make errors because when they make a mistake, you say they're not good enough. What?
You know who's making the mistakes? The goalkeeper. He's doing it every freaking game. I can't be on his side. There's no way you
Wait,
can
wait,
tell
wait,
me I have to
wait,
support
wait,
him.
wait. Did the goalkeeper make a mistake in today's game?
Yes.
What mistake?
Which this game today or what? Which game?
Yeah, this game,
Yes,
today.
Yes.
yes,
He
yes, yes.
let,
Sanchez.
let me.
Sanchez made a
Okay.
mistake.
He made a mistake. He made multiple mistakes. He couldn't. What's the aim? The aim today was what? Play from the back and then what? Kick it to the wingers. We do that every freaking
Okay.
game.
And what did you do wrong? What did you do?
I think my teeth glitching out. bro. This is so cliffhanger X. Oh, he's gone. What a cliffhanger! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. My gosh.
Wait,
Because I want to know
what
what
did
he did wrong.
Sanchez?
That's the thing.
What what did he do wrong? I didn't watch the game.
I don't know because I didn't see the game, so I don't even know. I don't know even how the goals. I don't even know how the goal scored. I don't. I'm not even sure how one goal looks. Let's see if I can
Uh,
find the highlights and see something because I don't understand.
nah, no, don't put it any. Don't put anything on the screen. I will be pissed. Right, the moment
Oh
I
no!
do
Well,
that.
of course I can't do that. I'd get copyrighted if I do that. I just want to see how the
No,
goals look, bro. They score in the
no.
first 6 minutes. Oh my gosh!
What?
Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia scoring in the 6th minute. Barcola scoring in the 14th minute, and then who's this guy? Seni Mayolo, 62nd minute.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
oh, Mighty's back.
Everyone,
Yes, Mighty. What mistake did Sanchez make? Because we don't know. We didn't see the game. So what mistake did he make? You said he played from the back. What happened?
yes, playing from the back. He couldn't do it. When they pass to him and they require him to distribute, he couldn't do it today. That's a mistake, in my opinion. If
So
you
what did
can't
he
do
do
that,
wrong? You said he made a mistake. What mistake did he make?
okay, the mistake he made, you can say, okay, there's multiple. This one here is finding the wingers. When
He
he kicks
already
from the,
can't do that. He already
that's a
can't do
mistake.
that.
Yes. So I
No,
want to know
wait,
what
wait,
mistake did he make? Did he give
wait.
the ball to them?
You can't.
Did he?
You can't
No,
expect. You
today
can't expect a cripple to fly.
he played it safe today.
Robert
He played it
Sanchez
safe,
cannot.
but that's mistakes. He has mistakes in him. Sanchez is a
Robert,
flip flop.
yes, because
Bro,
yes,
but
he
we're
knew the
talking about this
people
game.
beside him.
What mistake did he make in this game?
That's like a white tiger in the jungle.
Bro,
Like,
you're not answering the question.
You really don't know,
This is
I have
so
to
funny,
rewatch.
bro.
No, Tyrone, let me rewatch the game.
So
I'll
how do you
find you
know?
some.
No, he didn't make a mistake then, man. Because if you can't remember the mistake he made, it wasn't a
He
grievous
didn't make a
mistake.
mistake.
Because you remember it. He didn't make any mistake then, man.
Okay, is it not a mistake when he can't find the runners? When they
No,
pass
we
to him
already knew
and
that.
he
But
kicks
that's
We
it
not a
out.
already know that.
mistake. That's
But
called failing. That's not a mistake. No, bro.
that is
That's a
his
mistake. They
nature.
get the position. They win. He
No,
gives
that's not a
away
mistake.
ball position. He's
Wait.
giving away ball position.
Oh,
Mighty,
That's a mistake.
mighty.
no.
When you come across a cripple, you don't expect the cripple
Oh
to
my
fly.
God!
Wait,
Bro,
Every time,
I love his
every time
analogies.
he,
I love his analogies,
I'm
honestly.
tired.
I
I
love
am
these analogies.
tired. Ah, no. I'm
listen,
done.
listen.
I want to go to sleep.
Ah.
I want to go home, man.
Yeah, we all want to go to sleep. We all want to go to sleep, man.
It's 1
Enough
a.m.
with
It's
this.
1 a.m.
Enough.
right
And
now. It's 1 a.m.
say
right
what you
now.
have to say.
I'm telling you this. Look. When we bought Sanchez, we knew he was a cripple. To, to expect him to do things only Superman can do is very unfair to him.
But
To
he
do
thought
what
he
he
was.
did,
Do you remember that dive he did? He acts like he's Superman. But he dives in like, oh,
yes.
whee!
But yeah, you need to understand that even as a cripple, people who are cripple have positive mindsets. They do have the belief in them that they are mighty, that they are something.
Oh
So you
my
can
gosh.
blame him for thinking that he's
I like the bun. Mighty, yeah.
Oh, now you like the analogy. Now
No,
you no
he
longer
said
want to sleep. Now you like the analogy.
he said mighty. He was feeling mighty. So that's. Go ahead.
Okay, I see what
Yeah,
you
he
mean.
was feeling mighty. So someone like Sanchez, whenever we have
Wait.
issues,
No. Whoa, you're telling me that you're okay. You want him to be okay. I'm not going to finish that sentence. Wow.
wait,
Well,
so
no,
someone
no.
like
Don't put
Sanchez,
the context on it. You're trying to change the context.
No, but you said you like that. You like that. So you like him feeling.
Now,
Okay, I
now,
see.
now you corrupted the
Ah!
mind. You corrupted everything. Oh, now look. I have to think about the other one. They need to,
Oh my gosh.
that's messed up.
you
That's
change.
messed up. That's messed up. That's messed
But
up.
yeah, go ahead. You're saying
Yeah, I
Sanchez
was saying
feeling like
yes.
mighty.
So Yes, Sanchez was feeling my. He has always felt that way. You know, Sanchez is a very confident goalkeeper. Even when, even when
Mhm.
he's making a mistake, he still wants to try and force and make the mistake. He's the type we can be 3-0 up, and when he realizes he has not made a mistake in the entire game, he is not happy. So he
Yeah, I think
wants
he
to
does. I
almost.
think he has a bet on that. He has to make a mistake every four
No,
four
I think he
instants.
has he has main um like how do we call it? They
Man
call it
syndrome.
something. Main character
Main
syndrome.
man syndrome.
Where yes,
Yeah.
he is that guy. He is that guy. So I
Bozo.
do believe yes, he has the bozo gene,
He's
definitely.
bozo.
He but they're surely
I
um
mean, the whole
what do
defense
we
has the
call it?
bozo gene.
Why
The
is
whole
that?
But
Why
defense
why
has
do
the
we
bozo.
have this issue? Even today, Sar. My goodness, man, this guy
You
wait,
know why?
he's
Because they go
seriously.
for the same profile of
wait, I'm
players. That's
confused.
why.
I'm confused. The star start this game.
Yes, he did
Did he
as a
start?
right back because
He's
Gusto was
playing.
So what?
injured and
He's the
James is
reason.
what? Yeah, he played as a right back. Yeah.
Wait, why didn't a champion start?
He did
Sorry,
what?
who did what start?
Voice is
Wait,
low, man.
why didn't a champion? Why didn't a champion start?
Did a champion play?
What is he gonna do? What is Achabo gonna do? He should.
No, and what is and why
No,
did
answer
Sanchez
the question. Did he start or not?
did he start or
He
not?
didn't start today. He played. I
Yeah.
think
Oh, so the back line was Kukurea, Hato, Sar, and Chalaba. So Chalaba plays the right back, and Sar and
it
Hato
was
was the defense.
yeah, Hato and Chalaba. I think were center backs.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
bad.
and Sar
That
was
is
the right
bad.
back.
Wait, what's wrong with Fofana?
Probably injured or something.
Fofana
Fafana
is
was on
one
the
player
bench.
I'll with Fofana. Fofana is one player I would want us to sell because I expect so much from him that sometimes he moves like Zuma.
Man,
So
you
we shouldn't
lost
play.
me. Timmy, man, you lost. What you were saying something about
It's
Sanchez.
the French tax. French tax.
Yeah, because Fofana I expect so much from. But then when I see him play sometimes I'm like, this is Zuma level of play. This is Zuma.
Kurzuma,
Serious.
the cat bandit.
Yes,
Nah, I
Zuma.
think he's better. I
The
think.
kill the killmonger of cats. He like that's how he plays. That's how he plays.
But the thing is,
For
Fofana, he's not shit though. He's not. You can't
he's
say
not shit. Yes,
he's every.
Fofana is not shit.
He's like he's mid.
Fofana is not
He's
shit.
mid.
Fofana is the type of player he will peak at age 29, 30. He's that type of player. That's he'll peak when he's like age 28, 29. That's when we'll see the best of him if he can stay fit. But I don't understand how teams like Nottingham Forest have better centre back first team pairing than us. I don't understand that. How? How come they have a Morello and we have a body? But but the Sheriff looks very autistic when he's on the field.
He's on the
He
spectrum.
looks
I call
yes, he
you know
looks
you know what I call him? I call Buddy a shield bag of shit. That's what I call him, bag of shit.
yeah, he looks like an autistic who is high on drugs whenever he's on the field.
Ah, you know what? You know
Like
what? I didn't want to say this, but I mean Chelsea has a foundation for people with mental disorders. So I'm not surprised that's the case though.
That's
It's
true.
it's a it's a it's a necessity. You have to have people who have that sort of gene. It's a Chelsea thing, you know. It's a Chelsea thing. It's a Chelsea
They
thing.
have to be on
like
the spectrum.
yes, they all have to be on the spectrum. Because I don't understand. Every time I watch Badeshedi play, when he makes a mistake, he leads to a goal, he turns around and look at others and blame others, with his big eyes open, like, I don't know. I'm like,
Yeah.
how? How do you do that?
He,
I
he
can, I
runs.
can, I
Congo,
can.
Yeah,
Congo,
Look, I can,
Congo, Congo.
he runs like
I can.
he's the way. I think the way he runs like he shit himself.
Yes.
When he runs, it's like,
No, because I
oh
can only
man, I
imagine.
forgot to.
I can only imagine you being with
I
him
have to keep it
in real
PG.
life when he does something wrong. and then he looks at you with those wide eyes, like he looks
Yeah,
at you like you can imagine. And then you have Tosin. Tosin plays like he's fighting for his life every time. Every time Tosin plays, it's like someone who needs to play, or else he will be killed if not played.
but they were not the problem today. You can say that crap, but they were not the problem today. Today they were not there. We had
Yes,
our main 11, except for Fana, Reese, and Estavao,
Bro,
right?
what? How can you say we have our main 11 but? Or you gonna start this and then contrast it? What?
No, I'm removing. It wasn't. It wasn't. It was maybe 80% of our main players. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh
That's.
my god.
look, look,
Let me
look.
look. Let me
This
look
is
back
my
at the
take.
lineup because I know when I saw that lineup, I said this is impossible to be our main 11.
We're only missing Fafana and Rich James and Estavao. That's it.
Bro, that's a lot. That is a lot.
That is a lot.
See, see,
In terms of the caliber of our
Bro,
squad, that is a lot.
and bro, you just mentioned 5 names and say that we just bro, that's a lot. That's all our depth gone. We have nobody.
Yeah.
no,
We
it's just three of them really, and the only one who we
You
really
know what?
miss
3 of them.
is just
Gusto
Estavao.
was Gusto wasn't there.
He was not. He's not a starter. He's not a
James
main.
isn't there,
James is the only one who's a starter.
bro. But I said depth. Depth. We had no depth. If
Regardless, it was never gonna be possible. But I'm talking about the ones who played today. The players who played today.
okay,
But what do you
but guys,
expect? This
guys,
is the first time
what
they're
do you
playing
expect?
with each other.
Yes.
I
So
wouldn't say
guys,
it
I
was
want
the
to
first
ask you
time
a
they're
question.
playing with each other. Hato has played a lot of games. I
What?
would
No,
tell
with
you that.
each no, yet no. Let me ask you a question. So okay, I'm gonna Timmy. I'm saying Timmy, but he has given me inspiration to use an analogy. So I'm gonna use an analogy too. So let's say for
Uh,
you you have vehicles at your disposal, right? What at one time you get to drive the car. The next time you don't drive the car. You're at the back seat. You have to watch other people do that job. When you get back into that play, you're going to be savoring that moment, and then you're not accustomed to. How many times has Hato started as a center back alongside Chalaba, Mamadou Sarr in a professional match? He's played with Kukurea, yes, Caicedo, yes, Santos, yes,
do
but
you
how
need
many
though?
your center
He
back
don't need to
pairing?
start. He doesn't need to start. He doesn't need to play with
But
them.
he doesn't need. He's the man is 19 years. He's what 20 years old. How do you expect him to get experience if he's not playing? I don't get it.
No,
He
I'm
can.
not talking about experience.
You cannot be an apprentice of observation within football. You can observe something and if you can do it, and when you come on the pitch, you can't do nothing. That is not how it works. You can't just watch people playing and then you can magically play. You have to do it yourself so that you can better yourself. That's not how football works.
I'm not saying Hato. All these players who didn't play together lack experience. That's not my point. They have experience. Like Hato is a good,
And
very good player. He has experience. He doesn't have experience playing with Chalaba, but he has experience playing in this system, Rosenior system.
What's the difference between what I just said and what you're saying? No, I don't. You know what?
No, what you're trying to say is because they haven't played together, or like Hato hasn't played with Chalaba. That's your point. Or that's your excuse. You're saying
Yes,
he was bad today because he played next to
it's a
Chalaba and
valid
never played
excuse.
together.
If
No, that's
it's
your
a
point.
valid excuse, it is
Well,
no. It is
to
valid
me, it
because
comes
it is
across.
actually the case.
You can say it's your point. To me, it comes across as an
It
excuse.
is no. You're mixing up what is true and what is valid. I didn't say it is true. I said it is valid because it is the reality. How many
The
games has
reality,
Hato and Cholo played as center backs together? How many games?
really, maybe 2 games. I think they've played together 2 games. And yeah,
And
it's
how
not.
many game and how many games has Chelsea played this season?
20, almost 29. 29, right? 30.
29. Chelsea have played 29 games.
In the league, they played about 20,
I
29.
mean, overall.
I,
Just give me a rough
I have
estimate. You
no
can just
idea.
say 30 something,
Maybe
40 something.
maybe 30, 39,
All right,
39.
that's a rough
Maybe
estimate.
maybe
So,
40.
uh,
40. Yeah, what if you include the Carabao Cup and the I don't know. They play a lot of games. But what I'm trying to say is, my point is, Chalaba and Hato, they don't need to play together to have a good game. For them to play to their best and give whatever they have to give out, they don't need to play. They don't need to be around each other. There's a reason they have training.
I don't
They
get that logic. I don't get that logic. How? What?
do you?
How? No.
No, no,
Wait. No.
no,
Hold on. Wait.
no.
Hold on. You okay? No, I don't get this. No, wait. Hold on. So you're telling me in an high pressing game where you're playing against somebody who's aggressive, it is not important for you to understand the personality that is right beside you in that role, how they play, how they will, if they will pass the ball to you, if you can trust them. I don't get. What do you mean they don't have to? Bro, we're losing the game. We had a 3-goal deficit, and you're telling me that they don't need to know how each other play in a match setting so that they can understand each other. So how are they going to understand each other if they don't play in a actual professional game? Training is and a professional game is two different things, because you're not facing off against any opponent, as in from a different team in training. I
They
don't get. You know
communicate.
what? Continue. I don't
Communication.
understand what you're saying though.
No. But what I'm saying is, my point. What I was trying to basically say. I don't know why you took us down this road, but we can be there. We can stay there. We can stay
Critical
there.
thinking. I like to make people think critically. Think and explain yourself
No,
critically.
we can stay here. We can talk about this, right? You made your point with this, and what I'm trying to say, what I would say to that is, Hato doesn't need to be familiar with how Chalaba plays to have a good game. Does that make sense?
So he had a bad game. That's what you're saying.
He had a very terrible. He was not good. He was not good. It was average.
Hato, you're saying Hato had a bad game.
He had a very poor game. Chalaba had a terrible game. The defending today was just not good. All of it.
What did
You keep
Hato do
forgetting.
wrong? What did Hato do wrong?
You want me to mention it one instance at a time? I can't
Yes.
do that. I have to rewatch
Then
the game.
Bro, I don't under
then
no,
they're not
I
keeping.
don't under
Then he
how
had
can you say somebody was bad but you can't explain how they were bad? They give me headlines. I want to know you have to.
Well, we conceded 3 goals.
No.
Listen, we conceded
No,
three
no, 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 no.
open
I
play
don't, I
games.
don't, I don't. So you're telling me that when JT and all those persons, when we conceded goals from a rocket, they defended badly because we conceded. What kind of inductive reasoning is this?
No. Rocket. There was no rocket today. Everything was all,
No, no,
all
no,
the
no, no. But you say we conceded 3 goals. Your argument is that we conceded 3 goals, so therefore
from.
they were terrible because we conceded 3 goals. I'm
You know,
asking, what did they do wrong?
let me finish. They conceded 3 goals from open play. It wasn't penalties. It wasn't free kicks. You can't say it was corners.
then PSG
Oh
were the
my
better team.
gosh!
And that's
They
it.
were better team.
Because
No.
if you told
Okay.
me Sanchez made mistakes that Philip Jorgensen made that lead to goals, I would say okay, fine. They had a horrible game. But if they
Yes.
scored from
You
if they
reminded me
scored
of
from
something. You
open
reminded
play,
me.
they scored from open play. They had to work the ball into our net. Then we just had a bad game as a team. That's all.
Sanchez, the first goal they scored today. Sanchez, he was poorly positioned. That's a mistake right there. That's an error.
But
That's a bozo
but
moment.
listen.
Everyone was looking for something like
But
that.
you have to accept
No,
that sometimes.
no. You're mixing up the word. Mistake and error are two different things.
No, well, his positioning was all wrong. What's that?
Look,
What do you call that?
look.
What do you call that, Tyrone?
Listen. Starting Sanchez in every single game is a mistake.
What? What makes sense?
Starting Sanchez in every single game is a mistake. A mistake every coach has made since Sanchez was brought into the club.
We have no
Now,
choice.
anytime
So
Sanchez plays,
what so who should we have started? Should we have started Teddy Sherman Low? Is that who should have started? I don't like who are we gonna start?
no. You
This
see,
is the toxic
you see,
positivity you're
amongst
talking about,
you
or
need to
Tyrone.
understand. No, this is not toxic, but this is me
No,
understanding what to
Tyrone
do.
is looking for he's he's looking for he's
Oh, am
ground
being toxic
or
positive? I'm asking you questions so that you can think critically. I'm not being
Okay, yes,
positive at
okay,
all.
this is
I'm
okay.
I
Now,
did not see the
if I
game.
was,
That's why I'm
if I was,
asking for
if
clarity.
yes,
you're not looking
if
for
I, if
clarity. You're looking for something good.
I am looking for clarity. I did not see even 1 minute of the game. I'm asking you're saying you give me headlines. They were bad. How were they bad? That is like saying I punched him
You
because I was
watched the
angry.
game.
Why were you angry? What
No, Tyrone,
clarity?
you didn't watch the game, huh? So this is basically an interview. You just conducting an interview, asking all these questions because you have to
Go
watch the
on,
game.
continue.
Like you have to have seen the game.
But you no. I'm going to watch the game, but the game is not available for me to watch yet. So therefore, I'm asking. So you're saying that they had a
Tyron,
terrible
you want to
game,
watch the
and I'm
game?
asking you, what did they do?
You want to watch the game, Tyron?
You have to watch the game, Tyrone. Watch
I'm
the
not going to
to
do
think
this
it.
yet.
Tactical work. So I need to see. I can't just rewatch the game when we win. What kind of fan am I?
Personally, for me, I'm not going to
You
watch
know,
any
lose. You have
game
to
unless Chelsea makes it to the final of the final of the FA Cup. I'm not watching any Chelsea game from now to the end of the season.
I mean,
no.
I will watch the
From
Chelsea
the end of the
women
season.
play. The Chelsea women story is more dramatic. I like the Chelsea women story because will they win the league? I don't think so. Will they win the Champions League? I don't think so. But it's entertaining.
And you know what annoys me about the Chelsea women team? Sorry to digress. They are also going to face an opponent that will batter them somewhere in the semi. That is what ticks me. But in all seriousness, Tyrone, I wish you all the best in going to watch the highlights of that game. For the rest of my life, I'll never watch that
Not
game again.
highlights. I'm watching the game, not the highlights. The game.
On the
So,
Chelsea
so,
app.
and you're looking for. This is the craziest thing about Tyrone.
Yes.
He's not even being rational. He's trying to tell us, "Oh, I'm looking for clarity and critical thinking." How do
You
you?
want something positive to hold
How
on
do
to.
you expect us?
Allow him.
You expect us to tell you the mistakes
Bro,
that
bro,
happened
bro. I
mistakes
am
when
asking
you
for
haven't
clarity
seen
because
the
you cannot tell me, no, Mighty, you cannot tell me that something was terrible without
look
me.
at the
That is like
rating.
saying that this food tastes terrible. Why does the food taste terrible? That is why I'm asking for clarity. You can't be saying that they had a terrible game and not be
And
able to tell me what was terrible about the game. That is why I'm
I'm
asking for clarity.
you know what? You know what? Me and Timmy kept saying is they made mistakes, and you're saying what mistakes did they make? You have to see the game to see the freaking
Yes.
mistakes.
So okay. So let me ask a better question. Maybe I need to ask deeper questions so you can understand why I'm asking you these questions.
Right?
All I'm
Because
saying is, yes, they made mistakes. Cool. We've established that you said they made mistakes or they made errors. I'm gonna use errors, not mistakes. Because mistakes would mean that it was unintentional. I don't know if it was unintentional or if that's just their capability. What I'm asking is, so you
I
said
think
they conceded 3 goals from open play. Fine. What happened? Did they slip on the ground and then the player scored and Chelsea conceded? That is what I'm asking you. What mistake? They conceded from open play. We established that. But in what way? How did they concede the goals? That's why I'm asking you.
he is the simple answer to that. Okay, and this is how we've considered really since the first leg. They lacked discipline. They can't they couldn't track the runners. They were caught ball watching. You'll see it in the full replay. They kept getting caught ball watching. When a centre back Hato Chalaba, when they're ball watching, it means they're not really focusing on what's happening around them. And you can say, oh, it's a lack of experience, and you can probably say, oh, they've played together one time, so it's maybe now they're not familiar with each other. But that's besides the point. They conceded. They had a terrible game. So if you want me to maybe give you timestamps when all this happened, I have to
No, no,
also
no,
do.
no, 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 no. I'm not asking for. I'm not. No, not. I don't need any timestamps. You've given me some clarity now. I don't know what you mean by ball watching because people call
Ball watching,
ball watching, and that's not ball watching at all.
ball
Ball watching.
watching
If you're
is
watching the ball, then you can't. If you're watching the ball, there's no way you make errors because if you're watching the ball and not the play, you're watching the ball, so you know the
when you're
direction of the
watching.
ball, not
Okay,
the
so
player.
if you're watching the ball and there's a player running behind you, just running behind you, that's called ball watching. Your a defender to ball watch
Mm.
is basically surrendering, because center backs have to track the runners. They have to be in contact with the strikers and the wingers. They have to cut. They have to close up space. There's a lot of these little things you have to take into consideration. You can't just watch the ball and just look at the ball and just track the passes. No, there's the tactics, the systems to it. It's deeper. So when Hato today, when he got caught ball watching, there was a I think it was Dembele or the other guy. They ran behind him. They used him as the offside trap. So inexperience, or maybe he's not supposed to play a center back. I don't know. You make it your own. You can see it from your own lenses. But poor defending, terrible defending. Chalaba just mistakes everywhere. Again, I think the way we set up was just. I think the setup was just all wrong. You can probably blame it on how did we approach the game, but individually, player for player, defending today was just not good. I don't want to use the shit, because PG whatever. But it was
Oh,
not good.
PG went out the window like 40 minutes ago.
But yeah, you have to watch the game, Tyrone. Rewatch the game,
Oh,
and
I'm,
then
I'm going to watch the game, but I just don't like when people are basically saying that something happened, but then they can't explain in what way it happened. Because all you're gonna say is, and I made the analogy and I made the example. Okay, you're gonna say the food was terrible, but you can't explain why the food was terrible. How do I know that what you're saying is actually the case if you can't explain why it is
because
terrible?
because I had the food a while ago. I had the food yesterday.
But
I had
I
the
have to
food
take your
two
word
weeks
for it
ago.
because I didn't taste the food. I didn't see the food. So
So
how
when I
am I
tell
going to know?
so when someone tells you, "Oh, this food is disgusting," do you need to try it to know if it's disgusting?
No, no, I didn't say I need to try it. I asked you what about it was. So I'm asking you for clarity. That's
So
all. I didn't say
so
I need to see it for myself.
clarity in this analogy is, I tasted the food. It's lacking a lot of ingredients. It's bland. They didn't season it correctly, so therefore it's terrible. Don't eat it.
Mighty, mighty,
Thank you
mighty,
very much. No, 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 and you explained it eventually
mighty,
after trying to
mighty,
get that explanation for the last 12 minutes.
Do you need the
mighty,
details? What?
mighty,
Yes, yes.
mighty.
Yes.
Go ahead, Timmy.
Okay, mighty. You from your accent, you sound African. Which country?
Uganda. Uganda. I'm
Oh, okay.
half Ugandan.
So
Ah.
okay,
Eritrean.
so you were making a food analogy. You need to understand that we all have different taste buds, especially as Africans. You know, maybe Uganda foods, Ugandans, their taste bud can be different from okay, Central African, Eastern Africans, and Northern Africans and Western Africans. I'm in Ghana. I'm Ghanaian. Our taste buds are different. You understand? So you are saying that we were shit because we lost 3-0. Now, Tyrone might watch the game and will look for why you said we were shit. If he does not see the reason why you said we were shit, there's going to be an issue. Because he could watch the game and say, I saw some positives. Like
He,
Liam Rosenior, like
he,
Liam Rosenior
let me
could
interject. Let me
use
interject.
the game.
Let me interject. He has to find his own reasons. He doesn't have to look for mine. If I say the game was not good and terrible, he has to watch it on his own and then form his own take, his own opinion. He can either agree with me and say the game was terrible, we just trash, or he can be like, oh no, we just this whatever. So he doesn't have to look for, he doesn't have to look to disqualify my argument. He has to form his own argument first and then disqualify mine. If that makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah,
That's
that makes
those.
sense.
Wait. Wait. Hold on.
I have to go,
Wait.
guys.
Hold
I
on.
have to go.
Wait. I just saw the first goal that was conceded. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Wait. Wait.
You know who I
Wait.
blame for is Sanchez. But go ahead,
You blame Sanchez for that.
Sanchez for
Why?
that.
Who made a mistake?
It was Sar.
Tell me
Okay,
what
so
you
so
did.
so so I'm looking at Mamadou Sarr and Covered Skelly were in the box, right? There was a long ball that Covered Skelly controls well. I think Sarr missed the ball first, which fine, that's a mistake. Yes, that's a
Is it a
mistake
mistake?
because
Okay, is
because
it a
he
mistake or is it an
it was
error?
obviously it wasn't intentional. I'm sure he didn't mean to just to deliberately not control the ball well, but that's what happened.
Some mistakes
Then
that
Covered Skelly does well to take it around him. By the time he reaches it,
what the hell? That's not a mistake.
bro, no, I don't. Okay, this is very subjective, but I don't know if I'd blame Sanchez for that. Sanchez went full stretch for. I think just a good finish by Kvaratskhelia. Honestly, I'm
Look,
gonna have to give Kvaratskhelia because the ball curves away from because Sanchez does this and the ball goes beyond his hand like this. So I don't know if I would say it's on Sanchez because Sanchez was fully extending his hand to try to. I don't know, man. I don't know.
no,
I
you have
don't know. So when you said Sanchez was at fault, I was like, ah.
Mighty. You see what I was just telling you about different things, but
his
we are
position.
all listen. We are all of African descent. He's Jamaican. He's African.
Uh-huh.
Timmy,
You are in Canada, but
yeah,
you are Ugandan. I
but
am
Timmy,
Ghanaian. I'm in Ghana. But we all have different tastes. But you watched one clip and you blame Sanchez. He is watching that clip and he's not blaming anyone. He's just considering it as a good goal. We all have different tastes, but
yes,
so you might
yes,
like a
yes, right.
food, he might not like it.
And that's the thing too. That's the thing too, as well, because a lot of the times as fans, we blame the players and then we take credit away from the opponent because what Kvaratskhelia does, and not many players can do. The way he controls the ball, it curves the ball away from Sar. So if you look back at it, Sar is looking at the ball, yes, and he's trying to mark Kvaratskhelia. So it's not like he's not marking Kvaratskhelia. The thing is, Kvaratskhelia controls the ball so good that a ball goes around him, therefore allowing him because his body is set like this. So all he needs to do is just turn like this and run in, and then he's just straight in on Sanchez. Takes a right-footed shot, and it goes beyond Sanchez, who sees it from start to finish, and he extends his hand, and the ball goes beyond his hand. So it's not like he was just standing there like, oh, am I a hologram? Nothing. He tries to go for it. He goes the right direction, but the ball goes beyond his hand, despite going like this to try to stop it. So I think it's a good goal from Kvaratskhelia rather than saying that it's a mistake, yes, from Sar, but Kvaratskhelia controls the ball well, and fair play to Kvaratskhelia. He's very good.
And nobody's saying that the goal was terrible or Kvaratskhelia didn't do a good job or whatever. I would sign him. When you asked me who would I sign, Timmy, earlier, what first team players would I sign? He was one of the ones that.
But he's an unrealistic
Yes,
player.
but
He
it's
will
not,
not leave the place.
but it's hypothetical. It's hypothetical. Who would you sign? I would sign him. But that's not my.
And I hate hypotheticals.
And here's the thing. You said
Because the truth is, we are likely to bring Diego Morera back, Valentin Abaku, and in defense, we are likely to go to Strasbourg again and bring Ismael Dokore instead of getting a Morello. You never mentioned Morello. Nottingham Forest have a better centre back pairing than Chelsea. Then that is a disgrace, but that is the truth. Morello and whoever stands by him is far better than what we have. So
only our eyes tell us the stories. We like to even
what
when
do
you
you
say
mean?
the
What do you
it,
mean only? Tell me no. Apart from Levi Cole, tell me a player in our centre back option that is better than Morello.
I don't think I don't. I'm not saying we don't have anyone's. I don't think we have. I don't. I'm not saying we lack the quality. We do lack the quality, but I'm saying there is quality out there we can find
No,
similar to like the.
Murillo is quality. Murillo is quality.
But we don't have anyone like him. That's your point, which is true. I agree. We don't have Colwell. Maybe Colwell is up there, but that's it.
For me, Cole is elite. He will be elite.
I don't know
For
about.
me, he will.
I don't know.
I have full faith in Liverpool that he will be an elite centre back. Despite his injuries, I do have faith he will be an elite centre back. Only time will
Uh,
tell whether it comes true or not.
it's like an answered question. You know, it's like we don't know. We have to. Only time will
Yeah.
tell. Only time will tell. Maybe.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait. My mistake. So I just saw a different angle of the first goal. So Kvaratskhelia did not control the ball. The ball hits Sar on the thigh, which is very come on, man. Oh, that's even worse. That's just unlucky. The man tries to control the ball hits not even his thigh, his shin, and goes into the path of Kvaratskhelia, who's just running. Oh my no, it's even worse. Oh god. Oh my.
Look at
Wow.
Sanchez. Look at
Oh
Sanchez.
my.
His
Bar-
position.
Barcola's goal is even. Oh my. Bro, what is this? Oh no. Okay, Sanchez could never stop that one. But that was top net. Left side top net, edge of the box.
It's not top.
God,
It's central. It's
bro, it's
almost.
the top net. Bro, it's the top. No. I wish I could show it. I wish I could show it right now. Because I'm looking at it right now. The ball literally hits the top of the net. Come on, man. Bro.
Just agree to
Ah.
disagree.
If
Tyrone, you will not
yeah,
convince
we
me
can agree
that
to disagree.
you cannot convince me
Bro,
that
no. Look back at the
You have an
Sanchez.
highlights
agenda
of the
against
goal and
Sanchez.
you will see it.
You have an agenda against Sanchez. You have an agenda against Sanchez,
To
mind
me,
you.
no, no. You can say it's
You
an
have
agenda.
an agenda.
To me, it's
Like I have against 49.
well for you. It's very personal. Me, it's not. It's not personal with me. I don't care
But it's an
about
agenda.
about
But it's still
Sanchez.
an agenda. It is still an agenda.
It's a realistic um. ra- the way I see it is it's basically calling out. It's like calling it.
Oh my gosh.
What happened?
Oh my word.
What happened?
Oh my
Oh,
word.
what
Nah,
happened?
man. No. PSG took Chelsea to the laundry, man. Oh my god. Oh my god. How am I gonna watch this game now?
Bro,
The tricks that I saw,
the,
the tricks that I
bro,
saw
you know the
PSG
funny
do.
thing is,
Oh
you
my.
know the funny thing is, I've deleted my Twitter for like over a month now. I can't imagine the crash out Chelsea fans are having right now on social media. I cannot imagine the crash out will be massive. The crash out will last throughout this entire week. Because 8-2 is an absolute disgrace, but 8-2 is a fair result because it reveals to us the gulf in quality in terms of recruitment. When you have, you see, there are certain words I don't want to use because I'll have to ask God to forgive me after this stream. So I don't want to use certain words. I don't want to utter them with my mouth. But we have people, certain people who are choosing the players. You tell us, you tell us that, oh, when we win Champions League, we are going to have enough money. When we win the Club World Cup, we are going to have enough money. Then we will bring the quality players. And then you bring what? A fridge that has been enchanted and walks around like an albino, and you give him the number 9. You bring a Tasmanian devil, you give him the number 49. You bring some kid that looks like he sells weed on the streets of London, you give him the number 11. And then by chance, you couldn't get Eketike, you couldn't get Osimhen, so you bring Joao Pedro, and for some reason, he's been a success. This is what you get. This is what you give when you have $100 million from Club World Cups and over $100 million for making top four. This is what you offer to Chelsea. This shows how incompetent all of our sporting directors are. This tells us that they do not know what they are doing. I always say this: if you're an atheist and you want to believe that there is a God, look at Chelsea Football Club. Why do I say that? The fact that we have people like Robert Sanchez making a living of being a goalkeeper is proof that there is a God. The fact that you have Paul with Stanley, what is that guy's name? Lawrence, whatever. The fact that they get to dictate the players who come into the club, they get to choose who becomes the next coach is proof that there is a God. Because under normal circumstance, it's if it's not for the grace of God that exists, there are certain people who will not be in certain positions. So as much as we are pissed, is 8-2, is 5-0, it's 6-0, we deserve the scoreline. This scoreline is a reflection not on the Chelsea fans. It's not a reflection on the Chelsea fans. It's a reflection of the performance of our sporting directors and Bedard Egbali. I will not blame Todd Bowley because Todd Bowley is not the one running Chelsea. So this result goes to them.
But you say that though, but he's agreeing with what they're doing though, because he comes and says things that aligns with what they're saying though.
Yes, but you can look, let me tell you, you can kiss the ass of an elephant, but the day a lion will show up, you will get killed. So he can he can continue to do whatever he wants. He should keep failing. He should miss Champions League. He will get sacked because someone like Egbali is itching to have Roberto De Zerbi in. That is the coach he wants. Iraola is loved by majority of the board members, even though I think he's also another useless coach. He's like a Pochettino. He's like a Spanish version of Pochettino. Glasner is a no-no for me. Me, if if Rosina is to leave, I want Felipe Luis or Fabregas because I think they are the next. They are the next in line in terms of football royalties, coaching royalties for the next 20 years. I think Felipe Luis is that guy. But here we are again. We are in this predicament not because of Rosenior. We are in this predicament because at Bali and his, I don't call them slaves because you're on YouTube, but I just did. Sorry, but his minions, he and his dogs have decided to choose how to run the club. And because of how they have chosen how to run the club, we are now stuck with a bunch of low level IQ individuals who wear a jersey and get to play football by the grace of God and no one else. With me saying that, guys, I have to leave. It's almost 2 a.m. in my country.
Yeah,
I
man,
need
I
to
was
go.
about to end. I just wanted to make you finish what you're saying. I'm going to end too because I'm
Yeah,
also
and
falling asleep.
yeah, Tyron, good luck for the rest of the season. I am not watching a single game until we make Wembley final.
Until we make it.
Literally.
So
And
what
I
if
do
so if we don't make it, that means you won't be watching any more games.
yeah. I don't play like that. I will not waste another 90 minutes. Like because of Chelsea, I've deleted my Twitter. I have deleted my Twitter. Understand it? It is that deep for me. I have deleted my Twitter. I don't want to see any Chelsea news. And remember this account, my Timmy Turner account, my YouTube Timmy Turner account. I have 3 YouTube accounts. My Timmy Turner account, I was surprised to even see your message. Like Chelsea sessions is streaming. I was like, wait, I'm not on my sports account because I have an account purely for sports. And I don't open that account, especially when Chelsea loses or draws. So to see you pop up on my other accounts, my other non, and I was like, you know what? Let me just join. Let me try the link because I didn't even know I could enter. I was like, you know what? Let me just try. And then boom, I saw myself. But look, this is what it is. I pray
Ah.
for your sake. I pray for your sake. Your man does not get sacked, but it looks like he will be leaving.
Hey, stop say, sorry. No, 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 no. Fix that statement. He's not my man. Don't say that. No, 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 no. No. No, 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 no. No.
Enzo Maresca for
No.
life, man. Me, Enzo Maresca for life. For life. For life. You know, if
What?
Enzo was in
I
charge,
cooked him alive? Is that what you just said?
no,
I
I
cooked
said,
him alive?
I said, look, I get you, I get you. I'm saying if Enzo Maresca was the coach, we would not have lost this. Listen, I gotta go.
Well, as I said, I don't like hypotheticals, but I have a strong feeling that if even if we did lose, it would not be by this margin because we would not be that open. At least I don't think so.
Yes. Yes. So, look,
I
I
might
gotta
say
go. See you
Tyrone
soon.
out. All right, there we go. Before you go, this is what Timmy. I'm saying Timmy. Crap. Mighty is saying, I have to run, guys. Duty calls. Remember, stop the toxic positivity. Timmy, hashtag Timmy, hashtag Tyrone, hashtag out.
Yeah, I gotta
Oh,
go.
gosh, man.
I
Yeah,
have
right.
to go.
Well, I'm going to end the stream anyways. You see, I went from only planning to stream for 30 minutes to streaming for almost 3 hours.
Crazy.
It's so funny. Life is so funny, man. Wow. Wow.
It's crazy.
It is. All right, well.